recording.
just
I'm
records
recording now.
everything.
Hopefully it works. Okay.
I'm recording.
I am recording.
Yes. Gerard.
Gerard's not
It's
vibing.
just so easy
Too
to say.
Gerard.
Okay.
Planning.
So you guys, to reiterate what Win said, you guys are in North Run in a cafe run by a halfling. Outside there are carriages and like the equivalent of food trucks, medieval food trucks, selling stuff like hot food. I'd imagine some really killer apple cider and like scarves and winter gear. Perchance just pours hot apple cider down what remains of her throat.
Yeah.
It's like the movies where skeletons pour shit into them and it just comes out.
Oh, the wine.
Alright, so.
Give me the wine.
Alright, Carrick says.
Strum's having a sip of some lovely prepared hot chocolate, trying to keep warm the cold. He huddles around his cup, casting a graceful smile towards the halfling woman. The lovely cup, milady, he says through chattering teeth.
Oh.
My compliments to the barista.
That's pretty cute. Alright, so Carrick wants to grab a puffy-ass jacket, as quoted.
To that point, the halfling woman kind of looks between you and says, "You lot are a bit underdressed, aren't you?"
Oh, that good accent. That accent was so good.
Like how we're all just typing either way, but like we're just vibing in the voice chat.
Yeah. So are we gonna use voice chat to talk?
I don't know.
Because Wynn's like
Maybe,
gotten into
maybe
the whole
not.
voice acting thing. Oh shit, Vincent.
Depends.
Oh, Vincent's here! Yay!
Hey, I'm here. I had to help my mom with something.
No biggie.
Gotcha.
I am playing audio on Roll20. I am recording this voice chat right now, so hopefully you're okay with that. This is just so that Wynn can use it for a transcript later. If you're not okay with it, then I don't know.
Alright, so we have to go on Roll20?
You don't have to. Right now all that's happening is just ambience, but I think there will be battle maps later.
Okay.
By the way, this
Okay,
is the
'cause
one-shot that's
there's a small
happening.
issue of
Sorry.
I can't be in the Discord call at the same time as Roll20, or
I see. Okay. Well,
That's okay.
we can use the theater of the mind for you, or I can stream it because I have an all-powerful computer that can barely handle Medibang alone.
Alright. If you want to stream it, that's fine. And then I'll just participate in the D&D chat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can stream it once we get to the combat section. I don't want to, because my computer right now is recording the background that we are talking in and running a Roll20 game and running the Roll20 audio and on a call with Discord people, so it's not vibing very well.
Alright.
Okay, so
Don't mind that, that's my rat.
By the way, the setting, we don't have the stuff that we got from Vocabers and Fandolin and stuff like that, so I just remembered that.
I mean, we can break all the laws of time and consider you guys still level 4. You know why? Because I
don't remember what I had at lower levels. So.
Yeah.
Tim says so. It's okay. Okay.
I am lazy. Okay, so yeah, Wynn, continue. So, Carrick asks for a winter clothing vendor. Since you are DM, what do the carriages have?
The carriages have various items, mainly jackets and scarves, since those are like the things that will keep you the most warm. Some of them have mittens and hats, but because like the Cronian Empire is very, very mixed in terms of races, some of them are fitted in case you have little horns.
Oh.
So I am sure you will all find something for you.
I don't think they
Perchance just finds like.
we already wear winter clothes.
Goliath. It's like,
The halfling woman sort of looks between you all and then points to the carriages, but then she also says, "But if you're looking for an actual dedicated shop, there's one just about a couple blocks down that way," and she points to the west. You must not be from around these parts.
No.
Strum sort of gives like a little chuckle and says, "No, I just haven't been around this part of the continent for a little while."
Vincent is not enjoying himself.
Of any
Anyway.
bookshops, lady?
Bookshops. Actually, there's one just a couple stores down that way, and she points to the east of the cafe.
Got it.
People like to
Cool.
have people like to have their drinks and their books in around the same place. You know how it is.
Okay.
I
Understand.
don't know what I want to do for Herod's voice, but
By the way, I'm just curious on like how this works. Are we just gonna like say stuff or type it out at the same time, or?
I mean, well, this is our experimental day, so you do whatever you think you should do,
All right.
and we'll compare notes at the end.
All right. All right.
Yeah. I love being experimental. It makes my computer not happy. And I like using my computer, so it's all good.
All right.
okay, so we're using Roll20 for combat.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we are not at combat yet. Right now, all I'm doing is playing like
that's what I
funny
mean.
sounds to
If you're hoping or not,
Gee,
are we gonna fight the old lady? Become the true murder hobos you've always hoped for?
No, we're not
the old lady turns into a vampire and lunges towards you. Roll initiative. Just kidding.
not
I'm
fighting
kidding,
the old
I'm kidding.
lady. I don't think.
Don't actually
Maybe.
roll initiative, please.
No, don't.
I am a mere pseudo DM today. Wind is the real deal.
You are being the assist to my baby ass. Anyways, you've got clothing shops. You've got books. What y'all doing?
All right, you guys, make a decision. Do you want to split the party? Go to the west for clothing, go to the east for bookshops, or order another round of alcoholic drinks just because you can? Or something else.
and perchance are gonna peruse.
Or
I
perchance Strum just snarl
I
each
do
other.
what I do in the real world, and also what my character tends to do: follow around whoever he feels like, and not go off on his own because he's scared.
Aw, you
He's
can come find erotica with me.
All right,
Alright, so
we know what we're gonna do today.
two for
Well-
the porn shop, one for the books, not the books, the clothing.
Distribution.
yeah. Strom's gonna peruse the carts of clothes.
Alright, so Strum and Carrick are for the clothes, and the other two are going off to the horny bookshop.
Yeah, I technically am already wearing warm clothes, so I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
Vincent's
Warm
good.
I have a hoodie. I'm like the only.
You're-
I have like a fuzzy hoodie, so I think
I have
the
several layers on,
Also, you're dead.
except for that too.
That
Alright, so
too.
why don't we play out the Strum and Carrick as they go clothes shopping first, and then our horny book seekers next. So, Win, take it away.
Yes. Strum approaches one of the carts and notices a half elf man running it, and he asks, "Excuse me, sir." And the half elf sort of turns to him like, "Ah, yes. You certainly look underdressed. I presume you would like some of my articles of clothing, sir? And you and your pet?" he says towards Carrick.
Rip,
Just
Oh
goes,
no.
Carrick is just like, excuse me?
rip cart.
Excuse me. I am no pet.
Carrick just stabs
Strum
this guy
sort of
in the
like
face.
types, "Oh no, he's not my pet. He's a friend, but
His
would-
own.
he would
Yeah,
also like
let's
some
flip
warm
for,
clothes."
let's flip for two.
Yeah.
You have fully realized creation. Heart.
Oh, there are three of you on roll 20. I can play punishment noises.
No,
I have the tab muted.
I don't know how to mute tabs. I've tried.
Right click the tab itself,
It's
and
okay,
it'll
I'm
say
not
like
going to
new
bully
tab
you
to the
today.
right, new tab, new window.
It's okay.
Reload,
it's
duplicate, pin, unmute. outside, etc.
Carrick's just like, I can talk, and he flaps up onto the counter. I'll just narrate for him in case you guys don't see it.
Talk. Oh bless.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
That's okay with
I mean,
you too.
I don't think you have any
Talking.
characters, though.
I can talk, no one gets off.
Oh, so you can. Well,
That's matter of
another.
fact.
A talking dog with wings.
Well, a customer's a customer. Who am I to judge? A customer's a customer. Who am I to decline?
Negronian Empire be like.
Anyways, there are clothes.
Everything here is immoral, and no one actually cares anymore.
Yeah.
You can
It-
be who you want to be.
To have a permit at least to be immoral.
Don't mind me. I am totally not.
You have to have a permit to be a dirty crime boy.
Don't mind me. I am not searching things. Don't worry about me. I am not searching things up.
What are you searching up?
the angry smiley face on your name was perfect for that.
Perfect.
Anyway.
Sure, people with low standards. We don't judge.
Oh, that's me.
That's perfect. Anyways, you see a wide variety of things. Jackets, hats, gloves, scarves. Most of these look like they're pretty well made. Most of them look like they were made by hand.
Aw.
So they're likely handmade stuff is either like really expensive or really cheap, depending. So, but these look like they're very well made.
There's love in every stitch.
There is love in every stitch.
As someone who has personally pricked herself several times with a needle, I can confirm that is not love. That is blood in every stitch.
I also
No,
knit.
it's all
Sweat
red.
and tears.
Cheers.
So
Do
Carrick,
you have any other wool colors? Nope, just red.
so Carrick asks, how small do the snow coats get? And also, don't worry, dude. Dialogue doesn't matter. It's just a story. We're playing for fun.
The half-elf sort of looks at Carrick like, we have some clothes for cats and
Babies.
dogs and other small companions that people tend to have that I'm sure
This
would-
is discrimination.
Like, babies. I'm sorry.
he's doing his best. And he's sort of like, you know,
I bet they've never had to make clothes for a green rat before.
he sort of flips through a few racks and he pulls out what looks like a very, very comfy knitted vest that would fit a dog. And the holes for it were not built with wings, but they look big enough that wings could slide through. He would just have to share an armhole with his arms.
Oh, I want to draw that later.
Can I? He says, "Can I get her out a hoodie with rabbit ears and footsies?"
I will draw the dragons in
Wait,
winter clothing.
Gerard.
Wait,
Yes, do it. He won't wear it. He'll fight you to wear it. But if you bully him enough, he will sigh and grudgingly put it on.
wait, no, it's like that whole like, I got you a friendship bracelet. What the fuck? I don't want this. Well, fine, I'll take it back. No, it's mine forever.
Puts on police cuffs. Sweet, put it on me.
I know exactly which one. That's
Gerard.
Sworn. That's
Gerard
Sworn in
at
Sigma.
Perchance.
Also
okay.
Sworn in Sigma.
Yes. Every patron in their warlock.
I got your friendship bracelet. Nice, put it on. It's a handcuff.
Sigma's like, you're into some really kinky shit, Jesus. Okay.
Look for the kind of books that Perchance gets.
What?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Whispering to myself.
So Carrick says, that looks fine. How much? And he shuffles through his stuff to find coins.
That's
And
nice.
do you happen to have anything with bunny ears? That's what he says.
Ah, you're the sort for the fashion. Well, because many residents with pets, I apologize in advance. This must be very demeaning for you, but because of that, we do have some cute-looking hats that would be your size. And he sort of pulls out this really cute knitted purple toque with like floppy bunny ears on them, and sort of just puts it down in front of Carrick, fuck, and and then and then he says, and for terms of how much, our my smaller clothes for smaller creatures are about 7 gold pieces. Everything else is about 10 gold pieces. It's expensive.
I need to open up my
Okay, so I'm sorry if I start laughing. I know we're going to the bookstore, so I'm just grabbing a couple possible books, and so I'm sort of like.
It's me.
Would you like me to read some of them?
Oh no.
That I found that are real books. Lord of the Hissy Fit, a romance novel.
Oh.
Bitchy bit.
Sex Dentist.
Oh god.
I married a sissy boy.
Are they all made by the same guy?
Alright, continue on with your stories.
Oh, I just realized that I have 13 health from the previous session.
I have 12 still.
Ah. Out of how much max health?
I'm just going to note that
fair,
down.
we
and-
kind of
Watch this. I'm going to note this down for next session, and I'll bop you back up to full.
Yes.
okay.
31. Okay, bopping time.
Bop.
Bop. This guy's.
Do you take teardrops?
Bop.
Do you take teardrops?
Okay. Okay, you guys are both at full now? Alright, continue. Will you
Alright.
take silver pieces?
It's okay, Carrick.
The half elf sort of like squints a little bit at Carrick before he sort of like rolls his eyes with a sigh and in a sort of a begrudging sort of like smile, and he says, well, who am I to deny one in need? That's alright, that's fine. Like, he's got a business to run, but he's soft.
Choice. We swindled a guy.
It's cold. It's winter. He's just running a cart. He wants to be nice.
He don't care. He's just getting money.
Also, just
you
like,
know what? Just take it.
Yeah, also the prospect of just Carrick walking around asking for bunny rabbit hats. That's a sight to behold. It's a story you can tell.
That's cute.
Oh.
That's
That's like
This man.
it's like saying, oh, do you take like ones when you're paying for like a $20 thing?
I
Don't have a 20. You can just say, oh, I have a bunch of ones. Would you want that?
oh god, no. As someone who's worked retail, I would hate that.
Oh, I've got friends who pay me in that way. This one kid I bought like a $30 game for on Steam. The next day at school, he came
Oh
back
my
with
God.
$30, but in quarters.
Quarters.
And I just have like a huge thing of quarters now in my room that I've never found a way to spend on because it's just $30 of quarters. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this, Michael?
$30 a quarters. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't talk to Michael anymore.
Awful.
Read my status because it's a real thing I've gotten.
Why? Why?
Ah,
Why?
pennies.
Merry Christmas.
I would
Merry
probably at that point I would just keep that for what it is and just be like, why do I have 3,400 pennies?
Can't believe they counted them all out.
Anymore. Oh wait, they are for you. You still have pennies.
All right, so Carrick dumps the 5 gold and 20 silver onto the counter.
No hat. Okay. So no hat.
No hat.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. The half elf gladly accepts the payment and hands him the vest. You get cold weather clothes. You have advantage on saving throws to resist the effects of cold weather, but you have disadvantage on things to resist the effects of hot weather. So if you're warm with these clothes in the snow, you get advantage on saving throws to resist cold.
Alright, so
Okay.
Carrick bought his
And
crowd. Now Strum can do his thing and we hop
yes,
on over to the next group.
yes. Strum has a look at a pink looking puffy jacket with a hood on it, and he takes it off the shelf and he asks the half elf if he can take it, and the half elf says, "Yeah, of course you can." And then Strum remembers seeing Herard shivering a little bit and decides to get a jacket for him as well.
That's baby.
Aw.
So he grabs the two jackets and slides 15 gold pieces. I almost said points. Slides 15 gold pieces across to the half elf, and the half elf accepts it graciously and hands him the clothes. He now gets a puffy jacket, and he has a jacket for Herard whenever he sees him next.
He's trying to kiss Herard's ass so he can get with perchance.
He just wants to be nice. He's just genuinely wanting to be nice.
Alright,
Sure.
so our
Sure.
smutty
Right.
bookshop group.
Oh no.
Yes.
You guys are out.
Oh no.
So Wind, what's this bookshop like?
Yeah.
Think of
Barnes and Nobles.
No, think of it like I have like half price bookstore, which is
Like
an
the
actual
disgusting
chain.
part of a thrift shop where those books have probably been sitting there for maybe 10 years and they look kind of
Oh, no.
moldy.
And no one reads them, but they're all there, and all the old ladies want them, but no one
when
has
there's
any
plants
idea what the
growing out of the
book's like.
books.
All right. So, in the bookshop, you see a few cats just sort of hanging around, not really doing anything, just sort of relaxing, snoozing in their beds. And you spy a tabaxi woman sorting through books, and
Okay.
you notice that she has somewhat of the appearance of a lion with a mane.
Trans. Trans rights.
Yes, exactly. And she's sort of just sorting through the books, and she notices you come in, and she approaches you and says, "Oh, hello, welcome. Please come in from the cold. You must be freezing."
Perchance like I feel
I
nothing.
haven't felt anything in years.
Perchance. Okay, so perchance nods grateful. Just nods great. I can't talk. Nods
I'm not
gratefully.
typing things out because I'll probably spell everything wrong.
No
It's
worry.
okay.
Panic.
No worry. I got
And,
it all recorded.
Regards the tabaxi one with the grateful nod of being accepted out from the cold, and Herard, and like as she's like begins to sort through her bag, she pulls out two books. One is uh, like one is of one of the books that she had shown Strum previously, of the two soldiers romance novel, a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
more erotica, and another one was of like it's another book, and Gerard, being the talking thing eye dragon that he is for chance, is like, can do you allow book trades? He asks.
Oh, of course. What are you looking to trade them for? I'm sure I can help you find what you're looking for.
We're looking for books that are in Braille, specifically. See, my compatriot here, he's pictured to perchance, is blind, and I'm her seeing eye dragon of sorts.
Seeing
And
eye dog.
seeing eye dog. And
Bastard.
yes. And she likes to read, but due to her lack of eyesight and having lost
The
it,
lack of
she,
eyes.
having lost her eyesight recently, she still wants to keep up that hobby. Um,
Oh, oh,
sh-
poor dear.
it's okay. Uh, if like it doesn't really matter the type of book, just like if you have a selection of books in Braille, we would like to see them.
Well, I would be happy to point you to my brother in the back. He lost his eyesight in an accident a few years ago, so he's in a similar position to you.
Nice.
You'll find him just around the corner.
Sweet.
And
Looks off.
she then turns to Vincent and says, "And what can I do for you, young man?"
Do you have any of these books?
After hours, dentist open wide. Oh my god. Heard it, sissy boy.
That tagline is so cursed.
Since you're leaving anyway, take out the trash. Oh, that's funny.
Since you're leaving anyway, take out the trash.
Defending Dildo Manor. Oh my god.
Okay. Are you actually being serious? Because I will roll with it.
Yes.
Okay then. She sort of like squints at you for a moment,
At the
and
list.
then she just sort of lets out like a very tired sigh, and then just points upstairs and says, our romance section's up there."
He goes
Amazing.
upstairs.
Vincent, I didn't know you liked romance.
He doesn't.
He's just curious. It's like,
Is he-
these are awful.
Is he bi-curious?
Yes.
Perfect.
So, Vincent's just gonna go upstairs and have a look at the
What selection they have.
erotica.
He turns around and gives her one last look and says, "Do you have any picture books?"
Oh my god.
Given the suggestions you've provided me with, what sort of picture books are you looking for?
Instruction manual.
For
Building a chair.
For building a chair. That will be just past the romance section. You'll find it on your way.
Thanks. And he heads over there.
Just gives her a thumbs up.
Don't mind me, I'm just rolling
Oh,
dice in the
that's funny.
background with my sexual dice.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm prepping for next session right now, just by rolling my random encounter generator. Don't mind me. It's like the secret to session
Good.
prep.
Gotcha, cool.
Vincent gets attacked by a possessed book.
Roll for initiative. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he goes
Turn back.
upstairs. Well, and where are we going next with this?
All right. Well,
So-
so what's perchance doing? Like, where's she? Where's she?
She goes towards the back to go see the brother that the Tabaxi woman had mentioned, and Gerard like lightly calls out, it's like, "Hey, we were pointed back here towards a Tabaxi who is blind and had braille books."
Just a moment, please. He says as he sort of stumbles into view,
Oh.
and you see him, and he clearly you see like the gashes over his eyes. But he's not his eyes are not just clouded over, they are straight up missing.
Oh, damn.
But you also notice that he is mainless.
Wait,
Nice.
they just switcherooed.
They're both trans.
They just switcherooed.
They're both trans.
Aggressively cuts hair.
And
Nice.
he calls out. Hang on a second.
Be very careful with this.
It's like, whoa.
Would you like some more ominous dice rolls, or?
Sure.
I thought I heard someone calling for me, but apparently.
Yeah,
Or just start
I heard the
typing
very
and
faint
stuff.
hello.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
whoa.
thought I heard someone calling for me, but I guess not. Anyways, he sort of like looks in your direction, but not exactly at you. He just kind of heard your direction where your voice was,
Oh, that's fine.
and he says, "So you're looking for books for the sightless?"
Harad speaks up. My friend has lost her vision recently. Within the past few years, she was a avid reader, and she noticed that a lot of bookshops that we've gone to doesn't really have much selection in braille copies, and so we were hoping to look at whatever you had in stock.
Of course. Come hither. And he sort of he you didn't see it before, but he sort of pulls a cane out from behind like a corner and uses it to like figure his way out around the bookshop.
Nice.
And
Perchance follows.
yeah. And he said and he sort of says, "What sort of books do you like to read, young man?"
um. Well, romance is nice. But books that would be good for sign language would be cool. And he's like, Gerard, like having been addressed at him, is kind of flustered by the question, and so he's like, romance and sign language, if that is ever possible.
I see. Now, is your friend just blind, or is she deaf as well?
She's kind of losing her hearing, so yeah. Um, but and she kind of relies on me a lot for um getting around. So she really like the independence of being able to communicate uh with others without me needing to translate.
Of course, I understand. It can be difficult to maintain a sense of independence when you've been wounded in such an irreparable way. But
Mm.
there is hope for you. And he sort of runs his paw pads along the the shelves, sort of to discern where specific books are, as it seems that he's taken the effort to put braille labeling
Oh,
on
nice.
his section of the bookshop, and eventually he finds a book he's looking for and strokes his paw pad up the spine and pulls it out. Here we are.
Ah, sweet.
Tactile sign reading. I hope this should suffice for you. And he sort of stumbles in your direction, but he doesn't want to poke you with a stick, obviously. So he just sort of like hovers in front of you and holds the book out indiscriminately in the direction your voice came from.
Chance takes the book carefully out of his hands and just holds it. And Gerard, having obviously noticed his blindness, asks, not to be rude, but may I ask what happened? If it was too gruesome, you don't need to divulge, but curious.
It's not a worry. It's not a worry, lad. a simple hunting accident with me and my sister when we used to live not here. We lived much further south. Oh, but where are my manners? I, my name is Quarry. You've met my sister Quagmire.
Aww. I'm just writing this down.
They do have like actual full tabaxi names, but I'll figure those out later.
Aw. Okay. Oh, my name is Gerard, and this is Perchance. Reaches out and gently pats a Quarry on the shoulder as a greeting.
A pleasure to meet you. What a strange name. I've not heard one like it. Well,
Which
to
one,
you.
Gerard or Perchance?
Gerard. He's heard tiefling names before.
Oh, it's parents weren't. Uh, had the same mother but different fathers. So her mother, her father, they were married, were more traditional. Meanwhile, when they divorced and had me, she kind of dropped it for a more weirder name.
My goodness, I'm sure family gatherings must be quite eventful.
Really, they really are.
All right, let's move the pace.
Thank
a
you.
little
I
bit.
really
One
appreciate
second.
this.
Don't worry about payment. Have that one on me.
Oh,
As a
shit.
gift.
Shit.
He-
Gerard just like gently goes, "Oh shit."
He's
Thank you.
nice. He's
you.
nice.
We'll be trading in books, so y'all have what's that word? Graphic.
But
I appreciate it. That's
if
really
you
sweet
want
of
to
you.
actually trade a book for it, you can, but he's gonna give that to you anyways.
Aww, bless him. Bless you, Quarry.
He-
Sweet.
Don't get attached, don't get attached, don't get attached.
Corey cameo in the
Nice.
next session. All right, but yeah, let's get a move on because it is almost 10.
Yeah, let's flip back to Strum's thingy. Or whenever the hell they need the
Did
backup.
Vincent get what he needed from the library?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. With that, let's hop back over to the clothing people.
Right.
I have stacked my dice in the best way possible.
as as Strum and Carrick sort of walk along with their new clothes, Strum having some winter clothes ready for Gerard whenever he sees him next, he spies a strange lady. I'm not looking through my notes. I'm not checking anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you checking?
I got hiccups.
Where the hell is my nail clipper? I have the nastiest hangnail right now.
Ah, rip.
Like I pick at them, so you know.
Yeah. As they walk along, Strum sort of notices a very strange lady who appears to be accompanying an orc merchant. And something about this old lady strikes Strum as odd. She seems to regard him with a sort of knowing look and beckons him over, but not with her eyes, if that makes sense.
Stance, her power stance.
She's T-posing in the
Big energy. Right. So
It is vibrating.
Strum, curious, approaches the old lady and sort of he doesn't have much of a greeting as much as he's just sort of intrigued. And he sort of stops in front of the merchant stall expectantly.
Stan Stefanos, guys. This is a character I used to punish my murder hobos with. But I reworked him to be more friendlier for you guys, because you guys are not murder hobos.
Thank you.
All right, yeah.
We try not to kill our our DM's carefully made NPCs.
We like your NPCs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, am I still doing those the
I mean,
Are
you didn't
you?
really leave anything open for people to respond to, so usually you carry on until you get to that point.
Okay.
DMing is weird, you know.
Yeah, especially because this is a first for me, so I am
Yeah,
baby.
you're
It's
doing really
okay.
well. It's the
We're
first time.
patient.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just some
thanks.
pacing stuff I'll mention to you later, but so far so good.
Oh, thank. The orc,
Sorry for coughing, by the way.
It's okay.
kind of looks at Carrick and Strum and just sort of quirks an eyebrow, like, "Can we help you?" And Strum just sort of stands there awkwardly, not really sure what to say, because it's like when you walk into a room and you have a reason to be there, but as soon as you get there, you immediately forget what you were doing. It's that kind of
no.
feeling.
All
And he's
right.
just kind of standing there.
So Carrick's on the situation too. Do you have anything to say about this? Strange encounter with a large, burly, orcish dude with a woman who looks freaky. Freaky.
They do actually roll investigation.
Da-na-na-na-na. All right. You do that wherever the hell you want to. I get a little sound effect whenever I hear roll 20 noises, so do it wherever.
Ding.
Roll 20 noises.
Oh, he's doing it here.
Okay,
It's a good thing we kept that bot. It's a good bot.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Alright.
And just Michael in the bathroom.
No,
Michael in the
stop.
bathroom.
Fuck's sake.
We can't escape it, even when I'm not at the one playing
Alright.
it. I was
Alright,
more
so it's an
merciful.
unnatural 20. You notice
Oh,
you notice
that
that
wasn't his roll. That was my roll, just showing him how to redo it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Alright,
have
cool.
notoriously good luck. I'm not sure how 2's luck is though.
Whew.
Okay, he has notoriously good
Okay,
luck too.
never mind. Okay. You definitely notice that like this merchant cart sells a bunch of trinkets. They're like weird, kind of somewhat creepy, but they're mostly useless. There's some interesting stuff. You spy a rabbit's foot. You spy like a small idol depicting a strange creature
It's a fucking witch shop.
and a tiny silver icon of a raven, among other things. Basically, it's like, think of it like one of those weird witch shops that you see sometimes.
Ooh.
Do you say anything? Do you take interest?
Does he want to buy anything weird from them? Does he
Does
ask
he
for
want to buy
inventory?
anything?
Does he ask the not particularly handsome half orc guy what the hell he's doing over here?
Not particularly handsome. Ouch.
I gotta
Hey,
pretend I'm good at conversation.
He's my creation. I roast him as I want.
That's fair.
I gotta pretend I'm good at conversation.
It's okay, don't
Oh,
worry
bless your
about it.
heart. Same here.
No worries. No worries.
Count the ums in my sentences whenever I'm put on the spot to roleplay. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. Count my like weird pauses or awkward silences when I'm thinking something to say, or my
Yup.
lisps, or awkward laughs. I mean, the awkward laughs do help a little bit. It helps me think.
Yes.
Somebody say Michael in the bathroom.
No.
In the bathroom at a party.
Oh, he responded.
Forget how long it's been.
Okay.
I'm just Michael in the bathroom. Michael in the
I'm going to mute
bathroom.
you guys.
Yo.
No, I don't want my.
Get fucking muted. I'll meet you guys later. But yeah, so Carrie goes like, "Hey, what's that?" Okay, you guys are getting unmuted now.
Okay.
Can you add a music bot to the server for no
No, I don't trust you
particular
guys with it.
reason?
I don't trust you guys with it.
All right.
Damn.
The orc just sort of picks it up with his big big orc hands and just
Orc.
gently
meaty claws.
yeah,
He uses his meaty
gently
grabbers.
meaty hand to just gently pick it up and put it on his palm and just sort of bends down to show Carrick.
Aw.
He's got a
It's
monocle.
just the tiny silver icon of a raven. It doesn't look that special. It's
Cute.
just sort of a fun trinket, more or less.
Oh,
This guy has a monocle.
Hey, what's
He's
that?
an orc with a monocle.
Little kid. Adorable.
Oh.
Hi, what's that? Points.
It's so cute.
I know. Man, I want to make a Kenku now. Now that we're in
They're
the
fucking
BC.
cool.
It's my shitty dialogue skills, but okay.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's cute.
Interesting. I'm sorry. Interesting. How did you come across what you sell?
No. Continue. I was enjoying it.
Testing.
Interesting. How do you? I'm not going to do that accent. I'm sorry. I'm giving Carrick so many weird voices.
The orc
Babushka.
the orc sort of gives a sort of nonchalant huff as he just kind of shrugs, like, we just find them.
Stole it.
Do you
Thief.
want to roll insight to see if he's lying? Or do you just take him at his word? Okay.
What happens
Are we
if they
all
get?
here,
What
or are
happens
we
if you
just
get like a natural one?
8? Oh,
Close
sure.
enough.
You can't really tell, but he seems to be telling the truth. You more get the sense that he is kind of a bit conversationally challenged rather than he's outright lying, but you're not entirely sure.
All of my characters have social anxiety.
I
That
only
helps
have
when
one.
the DM has
I
social
only have
anxiety.
one character, so I mean.
And
It
anyway,
makes it easier to act out the characters when they all have social anxiety too.
It's easier to act them out when you just base them on yourself and then give
Absolutely.
them
You
an
gonna buy
edgy backstory.
you gonna buy it, Kay?
What would I do in this situation? That's what he does.
I have a question. Like, are the rest of us here with him, or is it just Strum and Carrick right now?
I mean, I'm kind of assuming that Perchance and Vincent are sort of making their way out of the bookstore.
That's
You'll
what I
probably
mean.
notice them over there.
He-
'Cause
He's showing Perchance's collection.
I'm gonna assume that as y'all leave, you kind of notice like Strum idling and with a fancy new puffy jacket.
Nice.
It is pink.
Oh God,
It sparkles.
cute. I'm gonna draw that.
Strum doesn't seem to really register that you've gotten his attention, and so he just kind of like looks over you like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. What was that?"
All right, so Carrick goes, "It's cool stuff, isn't it, Strum?" And he kind of taps Strum with his tail.
Yeah.
Headcanon that Carrick's jacket is so
Oh,
big
no.
he has to waddle.
It's like built for a Goliath, but Strum is like it does its job.
Strum sort of glances over like, I'm sorry, what?
Wares. It says wares.
Strum sort of gives a once over to the wares, and he's just kind of like, "Oh, yes, they are rather interesting artifacts. You've never noticed him this distracted before, but his attention is very much divided, and the the old lady sort of gives him like a sly look, like, today is a special day for you, I feel like.
Oh, that's
Perhaps you would like, perhaps I am a one would not assume this of me, but I am a fortune teller. Perhaps I can give you a reading at no charge, of course. The stars are aligned in your favor.
Oh yeah, I can actually do
Yeah.
a reading right now if you guys want with Strum. Like once that comes up, I do have tarot cards like here.
Woo!
Yes.
Ooh,
I
that's
can-
all
I
a
can
good
actually-
sign.
I can read it for all you guys characters if you're up on a seat.
Yeah.
I'll
Strum
I'll
sort
turn
of-
Yeah,
on
we all
that.
just
I'll turn
show
on
up
camera
and
for
we all
that.
just are like, oh, you're trading Pokemon cards?
Strum
I do
sort
have
of
a
like
very nice deck.
Strum sort of like gives her a side eye and then seats himself in front of her, curious.
They all come waddling up.
You gonna do the tarot reading then?
Can I
Yes.
set up my camera? I'm gonna do this in live action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be this old lady that Wind voices, and I'm just gonna be pulling up cards. So why don't you guys
Well,
RP that out?
you already fit the role. An old lady with cards.
I am an old lady with cards. How did you know? Are you a fellow raider? I'm kidding. Come on, computer.
Can't read. You assume too much of me and my abilities.
All right, so hop back on the Discord. We are actually. Should I switch this to reflect Discord? Actually, no, it's fine. I'll just narrate my crowd. So, I'm going to.
I've been in Discord the whole time.
Haven't we all? Okay, let's get this.
See it.
Okay.
Okay, so oh yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
Strum walks up to the old lady, kind of drawn to her voice.
Hey, do you have any grapes?
Okay, so
Shut up.
Wind, you narrate your thing.
Right. The old lady sort of shuffles through her decks of cards very, very gracefully.
I'm
She's
not graceful.
clearly. It is okay.
Smooth like crunchy peanut butter.
I can't do a full spread yet. I'm no
It's
good.
okay.
So,
She does
It's
the thing
okay.
it does in The Princess and the Frog, and she sort of shows off how good she is at cards.
Pretend I'm doing it.
Yeah, show off.
Pick a
Go
stack.
on.
Pick a stack. This one or this one? Brace
At
hand
the
or
left.
no brace hand?
Brace hand.
Brace hand. Okay.
Why am I
Grace
saying
is lucky.
so much
Because left and right
urgency?
messed up because I'm like.
Right,
reflecting.
yeah. Camera don't work same way.
Grace hand lucky.
Oh crud! It's gonna be like which card do you want to pick, and it's gonna be like a billion cards in there. Okay, we're gonna split the deck again because I can. Over voice chat's weird.
Narrow it down.
I'm just gonna do a one card reading for you guys. Brace or no brace?
No brace.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle that up and split it again. Brace or no brace?
No brace.
Okay, we're gonna get down to. I'm gonna shuffle this up one more time. So that it's the amount of cards you can count on the screen. So, cause it's weird.
Oh my god, that's so
Brace or no
baby.
brace?
No brace. I'm not just
You
being
really
lazy,
don't like
that's
my
just
brace.
the
All right, all right.
No,
It's
Able
not lucky
left.
apparently.
it's just the vibe.
Okay. Toward the brace or like which one toward the brace?
Second one towards the brace.
This one.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
You're going.
And the old lady kind of pulls out this card and goes, "You will see. You're gonna see a lot of emotional change over your journey. This one's typically
Oh.
associated with heartbreak, but it can also be interpreted as
Uh-oh.
big, tumultuous emotional change, some sort of transition period, and the need for loved ones." Okay,
Ooh.
that was the Strum's reading.
He's not.
The old
Here's
lady
the-
sort of relays this information to him, and when she mentions that it can also mean like the importance of like connecting to your loved ones, he sort of thinks back. He thinks about how he hasn't seen his mother in a very long time since he's departed from his hometown, and he sort of does like some thinking in his head, like, well, I mean, it's not too far of a travel from here to there, and it's early in the morning. If we make haste right about now, we can probably make our way there,
Okay,
and get there soon enough to actually talk to her, and then he starts thinking about, and then he gets like a smile on his face as he thinks about introducing all his friends to her,
Okay.
and
Baby.
especially for students.
Yeah. So while we're here, any other characters want to?
Ooh,
I'll do
me.
one.
I'll just go down the list.
There's
I'll just go down the
Pipes
list
up.
I see in the voice chat. So that would make Carrick / Tumaje next. I'll have to pop this out to take a look better.
You can do me last.
Oh, you are last on the list. So,
that makes it
two. Do you
easier.
actually want one or no? Okay. Pick a stack. Brace or no brace. It's okay. Just continue.
Shit rock channel. Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, now I have to go to the other channel now. Brace. Okay. I'll split it again. I'll just shuffle it a couple times. Oh, oh, fuck. I'm no good at shuffling, as you can tell.
Yes.
None of us are.
You're doing your best, and that's
I
what
was
matters.
better, and then I got carpal tunnel, so I couldn't shuffle anymore.
Oof.
Ah.
My mom had to get surgery for carpal tunnel. That was a miserable time for her.
Yeah, I prefer not to get surgery for this, so I'm going to wear my brace like a good citizen, and hopefully it gets better. Brace or no brace?
Yeah.
No brace. The spider on my cup right now. He's just vibing. Brace or no
Vibing.
brace? Fuck, I keep holding them the wrong way too. No brace. You guys really hate my brace, Jesus.
I keep wanting to pick the brace ones, ironically.
Okay, one last split. Brace or no brace? Brace. Okay.
Trying to do that right.
Which card? Towards the brace or away from the brace? Furthest from the brace. Okay. Ooh. 10 of cups. This is more about like having a family, being content with the companions that you have, and finding happiness in the group that you have found.
Oh, that's cute.
So Carrick
Aw.
is going to have a happy future.
Eric, you're gonna have such a future with us.
You're never getting out of this.
You're
Alright,
never
There
gonna
is no
move.
escape
Yeah.
from us.
So Cammy, pick one
Unless
character.
we all die.
Cammy, just pick one character because I don't want to take too long.
Gerard.
Gerard, okay. Pick a stack.
Gerard
Brace
to
or-
tops. Okay.
Brace or no brace?
Brace.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna.
like to imagine Gerard's just like, oh, cool, do me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Brace or no
Just
He's
brace?
like
hops down
jumping
from
up
brace
and
to shoulder
down. You've
to
never
the
seen him
table.
this happy before.
Yeah, no brace.
No brace. Okay, I'm gonna split this one more time. Yeah, this is like not the usual method of shuffling that I do, but on camera it's weird, so we kind of have to work with it. Brace or no
It's
brace?
okay. Brace.
One last time. Brace or no brace?
Brace.
Okay, pick a card. There's 5 of them.
Closest to the brace.
8 of Cups, passage, journey. Something is going to be at the end of the tunnel.
Ooh.
You're going to embark on an epic quest. Literally, that's this card. To find some sort of something at the end, or maybe you're escaping something. And just in general means some sort of journey. Hopefully, the journey is worth it at the end.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh,
That actually does kind of fit.
that does really
Alright.
fit.
it does.
Yeah, one last
The
one.
last
Vincent.
two fit really well.
It fits in
Yes.
both Gerard and Perchance, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
so Lawrence, why don't you go ahead and pick brace or no brace?
Brace.
It's gonna have a chat with one of you.
What?
I don't know. I'm just reading
I know.
the D&D chat.
All right, brace or no brace?
Brace.
Just gonna go full brace this time.
The brace.
Okay, I'm just gonna go
I'm
preemptively.
making up for
I'm
what
reading
the
your
others
mind right
have
here. I'm gonna go
done.
brace. All right, I'm
I
gonna.
was gonna say no brace, but it works for
I
me.
still have that stack separated from the rest, if you want to go for it.
No, that's okay.
All right. Oh yeah, that's the Rider White reading thing. This is it's based on it. It's a little bit different. I have a separate guidebook for this deck.
Got
Let,
it.
let's use Rider White just for the simplicity. Which
I
one?
just googled.
No brace.
No brace. Okay.
Just googled
Yeah.
3 of cups and stuff like that.
Okay. Pick your
Like the
poison.
first link.
Second one, no brace.
Second one, no brace. Six of Cups. You're gonna. Something is nostalgia related. So Six of
What
Cups is
number of
usually
cups?
related. Six
6.
of Cups usually related to like a childhood memory or nostalgia of some sort, seeking to stay in the past. I'm not gonna get much more than that, but that is what the
Ooh.
old lady does for you
Uh-oh.
guys.
That's an oof right there.
Vincent's like, I don't want to go back to the past. Okay.
Aha, PTSD. My favorite.
Have
Okay.
to.
Yeah, Wind, continue with the story. I'm gonna clean this up.
Good job. Thank you.
You all
That was
sort of
really
know
cool.
what your cards say and shit. She sort of relays all this information back to you, and
Alright,
So-
house back up on Hortense's shoulder.
so you're all sort of here in front of this strange lady and the merchant. So you gonna look at the cart?
I'd like to look at the cart, see what
Can
they
I
have.
look at the card?
All right.
How much money do I have? I have a couple. Do you have
Wait,
a merchant
I'm
chart?
gonna have you and Lawrence roll an investigation check, and I'll take the one that rolls higher.
Ooh.
Oh, we're bringing in the homebrew.
alright. I'm pretty sure mine's +4.
Fuck.
It's just D20. Yeah, the syntax is different
Oh.
between these.
Ah,
and
right.
I'm just gonna do.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
The 4 wouldn't have helped anyways.
Good job.
all right, so we're
Ew.
going. Okay, so we're going with perchances.
Hi.
All right. So you notice a few things. Let me grab fucking yeah. So among the things there are a few items you notice. You notice the tiny silver icon of a raven that K-Rick noticed earlier, and you notice a small weightless stone block that you see the small idol depicting a nightmarish creature. You see a brass ring that never tarnishes, a tooth from an unknown beast, a rabbit's foot, and a tiny silver bell without a clapper.
Is it the animus bell? Is that gonna be our second Easter egg? Is that our second Easter egg on the hunt? Jenkins bell and the
Intentionally, but
animus
sure,
bell.
you want to read it that way. So, do any of these things interest you? I would like to point out that these are cheap.
Okay, so there's the raven pin, the weightless stone.
Do I
brass
also
ring.
see it, or is it just per chance, or am I just stupid and blind?
I did say I was gonna take the one that was higher, so you both do see this.
Okay,
Alright.
It kind of
so
pokes you when you say it.
okay,
Yeah.
so there's the raven pin, the weightless stone block, the ring that never tarnishes, the unknown tooth, the rabbit's foot, and the silver bell with no clapper.
And the small idol depicting a nightmarish creature.
Oh, idol. Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna have Hrard roll an Arcana check on the idol.
Okay, let's get it. 22. Do anything.
Okay, so he can sort of he can tell that there's something other to it, but he can't entirely discern what. But something about it is off-putting in a magical way.
Hmm.
And at this point, Strum sort of like steps back from the table and looks at the stall along with you guys.
On
Vincent, can
Gerard
you-
and how weird he is, he's gonna go for the tooth. Because he has 4 wolf teeth in his bag right now.
Fair enough.
Wolf fangs.
Any-
Hey, How much for the tooth?
The tooth, the orc dude is sort of just he sort of like gingerly takes it and tells you that it's worth 8 copper. Like I said, these are very cheap.
Okay. Thanks. He takes it, gives him 8 copper. Move 8 copper. There we go.
Vincent's looking at the idol, and he just thinks it's neat. How much for that?
Tooth of unknown origin.
The orc sort of like grimaces at you slightly and is having a little debate in his head about it before he tells you that it's worth 15 copper.
I don't actually have my amount. I think I had 20, but I gave it all to Dusket in the future. So.
I mean,
Okay.
how much gold?
How much gold
I
do you
gave him
have?
everything I owned.
God,
I felt
you
bad.
can borrow. You can borrow money from people.
Yeah,
Can
Strum
I
would be
borrow
happy.
some?
How much
Can I
was it?
borrow?
15
was it?
copper for the idol and 8 copper for the tooth.
Also, Lawrence,
Okay,
you
Hurrah
have,
just
you
gives
have
him
20
18.
gold.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you have 20
Right.
gold from the
Alright,
cave
dude.
investigation quest. Like, if you took...
Oh, I forgot. So yeah,
Okay.
Please
you'd be
take
okay
notes.
with
You
that.
will not go broke
Alright,
if you take
okay,
notes. Please.
With the unknown origin.
I thought I don't have my notes with me right now because I only usually get them out on Thursdays.
Oof.
So I kind of forgot, and I was like, I gave everything I owned to a lizard because I
Right.
felt bad.
Alright, y'all.
Yes.
So
I do
you have-
actually have notes, believe it or not. Are you proud of me?
So are y'all gonna buy things?
Yes.
Alright.
It's 8 copper.
8 copper for the tooth, 15
Thank-
copper for the small idol.
Yes.
Vincent grabs the idol and just opens the lantern a little bit and throws it in, and you just hear an angry hiss.
Are you
Jesus.
actually doing that?
No.
I mean, there is room in there. It holds a small, angry demon and a bunch of souls of the damned. So I'm sure he wouldn't
Oh.
mind a friend.
He just put it in there.
He just flicks it in.
Well, if you're gonna buy it, I'll tell you what it does after.
Alright.
Oh. Is it one of those little statues
Those
that turn
just
into
have
big
died.
animals?
What was that?
Is
Those-
it one of those little
Oh, like the
statues
little
that turn into
Foam
big
things that you put
animals?
in the water and they get bigger.
Oh,
No,
'cause, like,
no, it's not that.
Okay, because that's been like, oh no.
Tharsis has died. Coffin dance.
Alright. So, y'all buying those?
Yes. Bought
Alright.
it.
Alright, so
He also whispers Merry Christmas, and it sounds even angrier.
yeah, you know what? Fuck it. He gives you the things, and then Strum sort of peeks over and eyes the brass ring. You know, makes the eyes at it, and then he asks, "How much for this little trinket?" And the orc says 10 copper.
They're really cheap.
They are really cheap. He sort of like flicks the silver at him and then just says, "Keep the change."
There is
So
no
the
change.
orc is very
There is no change. Silver is 10 copper, I think.
Is Carrick gonna buy anything? Any of the weird things?
Be right back.
There's a rabbit's foot. There's a bell without a clapper. There is a small weightless stone block and the raven icon. Alright, cool. Alright. So, Strum, happy with his purchase. He leaves the stall and bids goodbye, bids farewell to the orc and the old lady. And before I say anything else, I'm just gonna say what that idol you just bought, Vincent, does. It's a small idol depicting a nightmarish creature that gives you unsettling dreams when you sleep near it.
Great.
Have fun!
so nothing changed.
I was hoping that either you or Cammy would buy that. I am so happy.
The best part is he literally cannot leave the lantern side. So, so both him and Tharsis are just suffering.
Oh god.
All right. So, we're just gonna wait for Cammy to come back. But Strum sort of quietly like looking at the ring, he thinks back to like the card that the lady drew, and he hasn't told anyone that it's his birthday, but he kind of wants to show up there on his birthday and say hi to his mom and show everybody. So he sort of just turns to the group and says, "Adventurers, I have a bit of a query for you."
Just check back in.
Ah, okay. Okay, so all right, Strum sort of like deliberates over some stuff while he looks at the ring and he says, and then he sort of turns to everyone and says, "I have a bit of a query for you, fellow adventurers.
Yes. Right. Humors.
Go on.
How would you all feel about a day trip to my hometown? Have any of you been to Darendal before?"
I visited once or twice.
I hear I've been there.
What was that?
I was gonna mention Omen, but I was like, nah. I've been talking about it too much.
I said too much.
Ain't that where the Scourge of Darendal is? Ain't that where that one Scourge ghost is?
There are certainly legends there, but I tend to regard them as nothing more than rumors. Ghost stories.
Carrick said
Let-
I haven't traveled much south Norwarden, but I'll be glad to come along.
Then how about we head on our way?
Sweet.
Oh, he then remembers that he's holding the jacket that he got Gerard, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, my dear fiendish companion," and he sort of hands him the jacket. "To keep you warm. Can't have you freezing to death in these..."
Cold climates.
"Can't
Gerard
have
just
you
like
Can't have you
looks-
freezing to death in the ice and cold, now can we?"
Gerard like looks over the little jacket for like the briefest moment he smiles, but like that immediately goes away in like a snidish sneer. It's like, thanks. And he puts it on. Like, it's much better. It's better than a old ratty cloak. And perchance like swats at him.
Smack. All right, and with that, you all sort of start heading on your way down the road. I'm for the sake of time, I'm just gonna assume that y'all just sort of like you're just sort of walking.
Skip.
Time skip, yeah. Time skip to on the road. The snow hasn't picked up that much. It's picked up a little bit, but not enough to be like and to be cumbersome to you all. So what y'all want to talk about? You're on your way to Darendal at Strum's request. He didn't give much of an explanation, just sort of a spur of the moment type thing. What y'all want to talk about?
As they're walking,
Cold out here.
Gerard. As they're walking and like trudging through the snow, Gerard has been like perching lightly on Perchance's tail and like gathering snow. Eventually, he just throws a snowball straight at Sarik's head. Straight at Sarik. Carrick. Do
Heart.
a
No,
roll.
You know what? Carrick, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
Here,
That does not
here.
pass.
Ah,
Yeah, no, that does not pass. You get fucking nailed in the head. You get nailed in the head by this tiny snowball.
brother just snickers evilly. He's like, gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, he's gonna. Flying. Oh no!
Oh no, he's gonna
Shot him
tumble.
out of the sky.
He's gonna fucking tumble.
Just shot him out of the sky. Danny Gerard.
Roll
It's
damage.
nailed.
Man, that girl has good arm. Has a good arm.
I got that. We can sessions without making a red versus blue joke has just went down to 0.
Wait, you guys been making that? I
The
didn't
reason-
notice.
I mean, the
Well,
Agent Texas thing was
Okay,
kind
yeah,
of.
that was I just thought that sounded cool.
Man, that girl has a good arm. Is a quote from one of the earlier seasons that Wind will know what it is about.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
they thought Donut was a girl because his armor was pink.
I remember.
Oh, it's red.
He launched
Why
a
is she red?
grenade at Texas and
That
she
guy must-
died.
Smartest man in this
Yeah.
village. I am so freaking lost.
He's harmless. Dude, he threw a grenade at your wife. He's harmless. I like that guy. Eric just gets shot out of the sky by Gerard. They all just like, they all like go, oh! Everyone in the party goes, oh!
Yeah. So we are at the halfway point, so we do kind of have to pick things up because I saw Wynn's notes and
Yeah.
we do have to pick the pace
Boy.
up.
Yeah.
There are more.
After
events.
this
I'm
little
willing
bit,
to go no
I'm
overtime.
gonna have y'all roll perception.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm drawing Stefanos right now. You'll see me drawing him in the video or like audio that I post later of the
For
things.
once, I didn't goof up.
Oh.
Carrick
Strum sort of
tips to the side,
Yeah.
flopping wildly to regain his
Rick
balance.
Clark.
And the snow is deep, so he is stuck with his tail waving around outside of the snow. With his face in the snow, somehow he gets a really, really high perception.
Alright.
His third eye has been opened.
He can feel it coming. Strum sort of like notices this happen, and he immediately rushes over to pick up Carrick, and just sort of scoops him up like, "You can sit on my shoulder. Don't worry about it.
He's being
You-
bullied by his comrades.
You can go ahead and sit on my shoulder."
Slaps.
Slap. All right, I'm gonna roll perception for Strum. That's a 5.
Damn. Everyone's feeling good.
Wow, y'all are rolling like pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, why can't I get this in my in the actual sessions? I've never rolled above an 8.
The bot for Discord is much nicer than the bot for Roll20.
Yeah. No, then again, I'm the one who changed the nickname. So I think I'm just always unlucky.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Drew.
Is,
What?
is Vincent gonna roll perception?
I did already. It's right above him dying in the snow. I got a 16.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say that you all sort of, you know, like Carrick, because he was in the snow, he feels a strange tremor in the ground. Just a strange tremor, and what feels like big footsteps. Whereas the rest of y'all, except for Strum, he's just sort of like twiddling along, cheerfully. You all, in the distance, you see a large hulking figure It does not appear to be heading towards you, but you see it.
Oh.
It also,
I got.
it also does not appear to be hostile, but you can't really be sure. You just see a lone big figure in the distance that's not heading towards you. They're just kind of existing.
It's just big.
What do y'all
We're like,
decide to
oh,
do?
horses.
They're like them big,
Are you gonna
like them chunky.
fuck's sake? Are you gonna approach or are you gonna avoid?
We're all like, oh, big horses.
Oh, big.
Gerard, because he has the advantage of flight, or how far away is it?
I'm gonna say it's about 30, 35 feet away. It's sort of hunkered over.
Gerard, from the safety of the air, gonna go fly over and check it out, see what it is.
All right. All right. So, he flies over, and he sees what looks like a half orc, just sort of hunkered over, not really doing anything from what he can tell, but either that or they're just sort of like dealing with something that's in the snow, but he can't really see. It doesn't seem to notice. They don't seem to notice y'all.
That's sus. Is it just one dude?
It's just the one.
Oh, I was thinking it would have been like some rock biter or something, like that kind of big. But no, it's just a dude big.
It's just a dude big.
It's just a dude, guys.
It's just
Just
a
a
big
dude.
dude.
It's the dude.
Big dude.
Gerard's going to be nice and plant. Are there any trees by him?
Sort of. There are trees along the side of the road that are sort of covered with snow, but it's not like dense. You're not like in like a densely forested area. They're just kind of off to the sides of the path that you're taking.
Okay, that's sus.
They're just kind
Gerard
of off to the road, off to the side of the road.
Okay. Gerard's gonna like hover and like go down and hover by him. Say, hey, you good over there?
The half orc turns around and sort of blinks in confusion at a talking pseudo dragon, and she's just sort of like, strange. I haven't. Hang on, hang on.
Oh,
the
the
voice.
voices.
How strange! I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Any of your small kind able to speak.
I hate her already.
Ah, well.
But then again, I haven't. But then again, I have not seen much of this side of the country.
But
The next one in that part's like
you
Russia.
okay?
She doesn't. She doesn't appear to be hostile, but she kind of gives off a bit of a standoffish vibe.
Huh.
So what's Gerard gonna do? Is he gonna fly back and let everyone know to try and avoid her, or is he gonna try and make conversation?
Knowing Gerard, he likes drama. I'm just like rubbing my hands. Gerard's just gonna go fly back. Say, there's this half-orc lady. She's just hanging out. I think we can just walk past.
Alrighty then. So y'all start walking past.
Unless we want to approach. I don't know.
Real quick, I'm actually gonna.
Oh, no.
She doesn't really pay it much mind, but I'm gonna real quick roll perception for her as y'all walk past, because she kind of just goes back to what she was doing before. Where the hell? The shit.
It's the quiet shit.
That-
There's a thing on roll 20.
So she definitely notices you walking by,
Oh.
and she sort of gives you like a sort of stern and cold look as you walk past. Because you're a very strange party. Not strange for these parts, because she's seen some strange folk walk along, but you'll definitely catch her eye. And she gets up from her spot, and you notice that she was actually like doing some packing on the side of the road. And behind the pack, you see a great club.
Oh dear.
So she picks it up and sort of holds it onto her shoulder and steps towards you.
Oh, ma'am.
So Strum's kind of in the lead because he knows where he's going. So he sort of looks up at her.
Oh no.
He sort of greets her like, "Oh, greetings and hail well met, traveler. I fucked that up.
Bonk.
But
Hail and well met, traveler." And she sort of like gives a like an indignant huff at you
But
and
don't.
sort of says, "What business do you have in these woods?"
we're going to Grandma's house.
Real quick, I'm gonna roll persuasion.
Get out of my swamp.
Gerard's gonna like land on Perchance's shoulder and go like,
Okay, good. It's a 19.
oh, good.
Which with Perard's modified Perard? What the fuck did I say Perard? Why the fuck did I say Perard when I meant Strum?
Alright.
Anyways, Strum sort of looks up at the woman and says, "Oh, we have no business with you. We have no business with you. Fair mighty warrior. I'm simply returning home. This road leads to my hometown, and I wish to see family. It is a special day after all." And she sort of
It's my birthday.
she sort of quirks an eyebrow at him curiously, and she sort of like bends down slightly, not much, but just a little bit, and sort of narrows her eyes at him and says, "Two of you are not dressed for these winters."
Which two?
Perchance is just like, yeah.
I find that strange and irresponsible.
Oh my gosh.
Just gonna reprimand us for not being properly dressed.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Gerard just like looks over Perchance and is like, oh, it's okay. She's from the north. She's fine. She's used to this weather. Easily lies. Should I roll a persuasion?
If you want.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I loaded
I'm gonna do
y'all's
it.
images already into the wikia, so it's backed up in sicko mode.
Wait, are we rolling for initiative?
No, it's persuasion.
Okay.
You're
It's
not
I was
persuasion.
confused.
It's persuasion. It doesn't. It doesn't do. She's used to the cold.
I'm gonna say that fails.
Yeah.
And she sort of like squints at Perchance and says, "Even still, that means she should know better." And I'm all right. I'm gonna have y'all roll perception again.
Is she gonna beat us up for not wearing? Or is she just like holding us up so like some people can ambush us?
Is that true? We don't know.
I don't know. Oh no. Perception
That's a
+2.
6 for perception for Strum, so he doesn't see shit again.
Got 16. Oh my god.
Oh, dog.
Dog.
He's just like, I'm good, and she's like, okay.
I'm good.
Um. So, perchance, in the distance, you sort of see like a couple of really, really weird creatures approaching you.
Oh.
You,
It was an ambush, guys.
You knew it.
and Vincent sees what they are, and hang on, let me pull. Hang on. Ah, I didn't mean to open that many.
Guys, I think I spotted something.
That sounded like
Oh,
ear rape.
no.
Oh shit, my ears are busted.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Guys.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, I would like a burger.
Can I get a burger? This is a Starbucks, sir. Burger. Sir, we don't have burgers here. Oh.
He needs.
Uh,
Like I know what a banana is.
Burger.
Sandwiches.
Damn it, fucking
hang on, I'm pulling up stats.
burger. I
Look
haven't
like I know
seen
what a
that
banana
audio.
is.
I haven't seen that in
All right,
so long.
so
Burger.
Vincent, you see a couple of weird-looking
Stefanos.
creatures, and they appear as if they were made for this environment.
Uh-oh.
A couple of what? It's like the audio cut out for a second.
A couple of weird creatures that you can tell were made for this environment, but you don't know exactly what they are unless you want to roll a nature check.
I'm good at those. I have a proficiency in plants.
Plant.
The only thing that ties this party together is the sheer chaos and plants.
I like plants.
You like
Am
plant.
I wrong?
Cool.
The
Cool.
Cloven Conclave will love us.
So that's you don't know what the fuck these are.
There's a weird cat outside. How come every time I roll to figure out what
Some
an
weird
animal
dogs.
is, I always fail so bad? First the badger, then whatever these are.
But y'all know that these are hostile creatures because they're coming
Vincent
at you.
wants
And
to pet it.
real quick, I'm gonna roll perception for the half orc lady, the half
Some
ogre
weird
lady,
dogs.
the half ogre.
I'm just slowly writing into canon
Orc.
that Vincent doesn't know what any animals are.
Right.
He just,
So
he
you
doesn't
see
know.
these weird creatures coming at you, and you know that they're hostile.
There's a
Categorize
weird
them all.
dog running at us.
Weird
Like,
dog.
it looks like a snow dog of some sort.
All right.
Not completely sure, but we might want to run.
Also, I have
you
a question.
didn't roll a perception check, but I'm gonna allow you to make a nature check too.
Oh no, they're not weird dogs. They're weird imp things.
You guys see
Hot
me on roll 20?
dogs.
By the way, I can't see the icons for everyone in roll 20.
Oh, I didn't put them in yet, that's why.
Okay.
I'm not
Uh,
on
Let me
the 20 because they will kick me from Discord.
I'm gonna say that passed. Carrick, you identify
Correct.
these as ice methods.
Oh, I
I'm
think
gonna look
I know
those up.
So,
what she means.
are you gonna warn the half ogre? Or you're gonna try to make a break for it.
What are they called?
Ice
It's
method.
methods.
There's like a bunch of them.
Method.
I'm gonna spam paste.
MEPHIT.
Okay, that's like a decent
Yep,
storm.
that looks like a dog.
No, Vince is just like they changed the bears in they changed the dogs in Minecraft, and then immediately dies.
The
Mom.
bird kills him. Change the dogs in Minecraft.
For the sake of
They
time,
changed the dogs in Minecraft. It's just a blurred frame of him getting mauled by one like half a second later.
all right. For the sake of time, I'm gonna say roll initiative, y'all. You're fighting some ice methods.
This
So
is
it's
the
like, I
kind
need
of
to find
things I always crit on. Okay, good, thank God.
I don't have a token for the half ogre, so I'm just going to leave
Oh,
that blank.
sweet Jesus.
Haha.
Four.
Thing in there.
I'm looking
Four.
for
I
something
like
random.
going last so
Oh,
I
God,
can
that's
just
a lot of
kind of
money.
sit in the corner and not do anything and play in the
I
snow
found a
while
T-posing
everyone does
icon, I'm
the
just
work.
gonna use that.
Oh,
It shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, guys, here's your ally.
she's just hanging out.
All right, y'all. So
How was that?
I got 4.
I have no idea what's happening over at Roll20.
all right.
I
I'll
got
send
a
a
3
picture to
at
you.
least. I got 20.
Okay, hang on. So there we go. There's all right. All right. So Strum's
I'm sorry.
Strum's got
Oh, that's a very nice model. I quite enjoy.
all right. So
I enjoy. The dogs in Minecraft.
all right. So y'all gotta roll initiative.
I got a 4.
Oh, I did. Dead
Roll
last.
20 or on Discord?
Either one.
Either one.
Yeah, Wind, you just report
At
the
low.
number to me, and I will
I
deduct
got low
damage as
either
needed.
way.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's 3, and I've been rolling on Discord because I
Got
can't.
a 3 for both
Oh.
of them. I got a 3 for both.
I got a 3, and
All right. Are you gonna roll for the enemies and also the half ogre lady?
You and me.
You are
you
like
can roll for all of them, like all
I can roll. Why don't we put all the efforts on the same turn? I don't know what the initiative
Yeah.
modifier for the half ogre lady is, so can you do that and I'll do the methods?
the
yeah,
negative
I
5.
half ogre.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the methods then. So they all go together on. Oh no. I'm so
what have
sorry.
you
My
done?
luck is good.
It's okay, they have a low armor class.
All right, that's a 9 for the half ogre lady.
And who got the 21?
Carrick.
Okay,
Got
neat.
roll anyway.
All right, Kark. It's your turn.
Right. All right, so
Vincent is playing in the snow until it's his turn, because he isn't dead last, as always. Surprise to no one. Oh god.
okay, so what's the order look like? Let's see. Carrick is first.
I'm a dead last as usual.
I'm just gonna put the order in here.
I'm in dead last.
Carrick is first.
You have a 4. I have a 3.
I got, yeah.
Strum is second.
See.
Tammy, and then
Aggressively hits keyboard.
and what did the ice methods get?
21.
Ugly. Oh Jesus.
Oh, so they
They go first.
All right.
I'm sorry, my luck is too good. That's why I'm a DM. I live to torture others.
all right. All right, that's the order.
Oh, yes.
All right, Sarah, you're first.
Ogre.
You're first.
That's you. Just have orc. You
All right.
make
Doesn't
lady.
have
All right,
layers.
what you doing, Carrick? All right, Thunderwave.
He's gonna zoop into the middle and thunderwave, or that's the only way I really see.
I mean, that's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, but then he has to zip out.
Can't he just fly up?
He also has
Thunderwave
movement.
is not a
speed.
range of 60 feet, my dude. Unless you can fly 60 feet. It's a range of 15. You can move 30. I'm not quite quite sure because you're a pseudo dragon. But let me check. Your speed is 15. Let me check if you have flying speed. I think you have one.
Constitution.
You have 30 feet of flying speed.
All right. I'm gonna preemptively roll Constitution saving throws for the ice methods.
Just roll one just roll one for the group. I don't think we need to bog down.
No, roll them one by one, coward.
For the sake of time. So, Constitution saving throw. What's your spell save, Kay?
Kamikaze. Kamikaze.
What happens if a character dies in this session?
That would
We
suck.
rip time apart and put a new one into the current group.
We just say that they had a secret twin with the exact same name.
What happens if it's tied?
If it's
Carrick
tied,
2.
It's
then
tied.
it passes. If it's tied, then Carrick wins. Player wins
Okay.
or ties.
Alright, so the methods fail that one barely, so full damage.
Roll damage, Carrick.
Yeah, hey, good job. Holy crap. Alright, D28.
Roll
Thank
2
you.
damage.
Okay.
Good job. 9.
Scared for a second.
I was about to be like, well, that was a fun game.
Alright, take 9 damage.
All the ones in a circle anyway, or square. Circles are squares.
Nice.
And they're yeeted
Square
10.
the circles.
And they're yeeted 10 feet back.
Ooh.
Keep going, I'm just gonna do this in the meantime.
Alright, and then it's the ice method's turns.
Oh boy, I'm going to absolutely TPK you guys.
How dare you?
Okay. So, each one is going to... Whoa, I lost my tab. Hop on over. This guy right here is gonna roll,
Yep.
Achoo! Sorry. That does not pass. This one is going to roll a 15-foot cone. And that one is gonna go... Carrot, make a dex save.
Kark.
Heart.
It's funnier
Okay,
that
you are
way.
good. You are good. Like this blast of icy wind roars past you, but since you're wearing a fuzzy jacket, it's fine. You only take... let me roll this.
I believe resistance is half damage.
Yeah, so he only takes 2. Well, no, it's not resistance because he failed. Like he succeeded on the saving throw.
Oh, okay.
So you'll take 2 damage. I'm gonna mark them to your token.
Good job.
Alright.
So it's just cold wind to you, nothing much.
It's a
this
little
one's gonna
chilly.
go up and roll another. This one's gonna go up and try to use his claws on you. That definitely passes. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that.
Oh, Sarek's getting kind of beat up. Oof.
2
Carrot.
damage.
I have to get used to the correct pronunciation.
This one is going
What's
to
wrong with Kark?
fly over here. Fly over
Oh.
here. This one is going to attempt to use its claws on Perchance. It's gonna roll roll 20.
Oh no!
That fails. It tries to claw her, but she's dead. It gets her on that claw.
Oh, good.
This one,
Because I was-
this one's going to force everybody in this region right here. So that means Vincent, Gerard, and Perchance. You guys gotta roll dex saves.
Oh god!
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 dex saves. 20 plus.
I hope I survive that.
Okay, yeah.
Sanity check,
You're
please.
good. Me and Harada are good.
Are you sure?
Yes, I rolled a 21 and an 18 for the both of them.
Oh, yep, all of you guys are okay. Which means you only take half damage.
Sweet.
Yay!
Yay!
You know why?
This-
Because it's just you guys are in the
Guys,
winter
guys,
already.
guys,
You guys only take one
guys,
damage.
this is the first time I've taken damage in this campaign.
Good job.
You guys
My first
take-
damage, and I took 1
you guys
damage.
take 1 damage.
Ah,
That brings it back to player turns.
Alright. It's Strum's turn now.
A little chilly.
Strum is going to move that way towards the ice mephits that are attacking his homies. And he is going to attempt to attack them with his
Something.
rapier.
Nice. Alright, we don't. Never!
That's a
Good.
16,
Sorry.
which plus 1 is a 17, and that passes.
Nice.
So he's gonna attack the one closest to perchance with his rapier,
yeah.
Sorry, I just got back.
and that
Damn,
Simp.
damn.
Simp.
is
Simp.
1d8 piercing damage
To which one?
to the one that's closest to perchance.
This one.
The
The one
who's
that's.
right-
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
Alright, how much damage is that?
5 damage.
Nice.
Done. Okay. Anything else?
I believe that's all Strum can do right now. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Hang on.
Alright, who's next?
I
Ogre.
believe... Yeah, it's the half ogre lady.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for the...
Please do. This amazing T-posing icon.
I'm gonna roll for the half orc lady. The half orc lady... I believe movement speed is 30 like everything else. The half orc lady is going to... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so she can make it. She's going to rush over to where Strum is. More or less,
Beat the
yeah.
Shit out of that
Um,
Mephit.
And she's going to take a swing at it with her battle axe.
Luscious lips, what the fuck are you talking about, Garrick?
Look at
Who's
this.
this? Dark Sands. Get out of here.
No.
She's gonna run up to the ice
Oh.
mephit and attack her with her battle axe. That's 14 plus...
Sands.
Yeah, it hits regardless.
Okay, what's the damage?
That is 2d8 of slashing damage.
Oh shit.
2d8 plus 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
7,
It's
2,
dead.
so
It's
that's
dead.
9.
How do you want to do this?
She sort of cleaves it in half with her battle axe and just tosses the halves of it to the side of the road.
Okay.
Augers.
Well, when it dies,
Toss it to the river. The
when
creek.
it dies, everybody within 5 feet roll a dex save.
Fuck.
Am I within it?
Be right
That's
here.
fine.
Am I
So
within?
that means Grenda and Strum.
Grenda?
I named her Grenda. I'll change it later.
Grenda.
Lips.
Fuck it, her name's Grenda now.
It's Grenda Luscious Lips.
Anyways, that's an unnatural 20 for a dex save.
For who?
Nice.
Is it Strum?
First drop.
Okay, Strum's okay. What about Grenda?
Let's see. That's 13 plus... Just 13.
Okay, well, they both succeed, so you take half damage.
Okay, which is...
I'm gonna roll. You guys take 4 damage each.
Nice.
Alrighty.
I'll mark down to your sheet. I don't know what. How much health does the half ogre have total?
The half ogre has 30 health.
30.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So she's level 4.
Okay.
Brenda
so
has
that makes
30
her
health.
26. Okay.
Nice.
Brenda, I'm sorry I named it this.
Fuck it, that's her name now.
Thank you, Granda.
Alright.
Okay. My turn. I'm just gonna cast mage armor on myself and make my AC 14.
Sounds good. Next up.
I think it's. Oh, whose turn is it now?
It is Vincent's turn.
All right. I thought it was Cammy's, but I wasn't completely
No,
sure. So.
I already did mine. I'm casting
Alright.
mage armor on myself.
You know what time it is. What time it always is.
Oh no.
Magic.
Alright.
Missile. I think this is the. Is this? I'm pretty sure this is the right command. No.
Alright,
Okay.
Real quick, I'm gonna take my dog out. He's old and he needs to go out every
How
day.
would I do? How do I do the command again? It's 4d4 plus 4.
I'll be right back.
Yep, 4d4 plus 4.
Okay, so I guess I just didn't do the space. Yeah, you're not supposed to. Apparently that is not
Watch this.
correct.
Huh.
Oh, wait.
It's a lot
Oh.
of
Hold
fours.
on.
It's a lot of fours, my dudes.
you go.
15.
I added a D by accident.
15. I cast on whoever's closest to. I'm pretty sure I can split it up, so I
Here, why don't I send you
shoot
a
one
picture of
missile at everyone.
I'll show you what the map
Yeah,
looks like
send me a
currently.
picture. Alright, because if I join Roll20, I'll literally get kicked.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a map.
Left to right, A, B, C, and D. Pick a method.
I shoot all of them at the one that's closest to me, and perchance.
You see all
I
except for
absolute-
that one?
No, I shoot that one, just that one.
Only
Kill
that
it.
one. Gotcha.
Yes.
It is dead. How do you want to do this?
They explode.
Oh
Boom.
shit.
I want everybody. I want
I-
perchance to make a deck save.
Already.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yay. Nice.
What'd you roll?
15.
Oh, sick. Okay, now you only take half damage, so I'm gonna roll d8. You take 3 damage. I'm gonna mark that on to your.
Gracias.
Okay. Whose turn would that bring us up to? Carrots, right?
Eric, yep.
Sick. Okay.
I have it written down.
Toot, you do your thing. What you gonna do?
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? Let me check to see this. The recording is. Oh, perfect. It's still going. Woo! Can I create a flame and split it up? I don't think you can split the flame. So you're using the cantrip conjure flame or create flame or something, right? Let me look it up.
I'm probably gonna redo this better, by the way. The thing in art.
That's wonderful. Produce flame.
I've been
Jesus,
doodling.
dogs in Minecraft.
Alright, so let me read the description
Yeah.
of the spell. Flickering flame appears in your hand. The flames remain there for 10 minutes if you choose, and harms neither you nor your equipment. You can attack with the flame if you choose, although this ends the spell. When you cast the spell, or as an action on a later turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of yourself. Make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 fire damage. So I don't think you can split it, unfortunately. So this song is a bop. I'm sorry, I'm addicted to it. I listened to this one at work.
That song.
It's okay.
I'll post it into here later. I actually posted it into suggestions and brainstorming. It's the Water Flame Field of Memories. Give it a listen. It's a fucking bop.
I'll check it out, definitely.
Yeah. Whoa, they changed the dogs in
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
They changed the dogs in Minecraft.
Alright, you're gonna throw at the Mephit in the square right next to Care. Okay, go ahead and make a ranged spell attack. So d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
I was hit you on. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
You were creating art.
I'm not sure if that's considered art. That might be a crime against humanity right there.
Oof.
Let me take a look. Yeah, d20 plus your spell attack modifier, please. Yeah, it's usually supposed to be a little bit higher. Grenda Luscious Lips. No, Grenda.
What I do enjoy about D&D is the fact that I can just clean up everyone's kills while y'all do all the work.
Grenda the
Y'all-
Rock Luscious Lips. I'm sorry, that was cursed. Let me take a look. I mean, their armor class is super low. Go ahead and roll damage.
Our armor class is like 11, so
Yeah.
they're easy.
Yeah.
I forgot what my armor class is. Probably low. Wizards literally so easy to kill. One day I'll become a lich in this campaign.
Perchance, like,
Get
I'm
on my
already
level
there.
scrub. Alright there, buddy.
Our chance is just there like, am I a joke to you?
Not all of us
7.
don't get to
Okay.
die.
So because they have resistance to this type of damage, it takes double that. It ends up taking 14 damage. Carrick is our DPS right here. Alright. That would bring us to the Mephit's turn. So the one closest to Carrick, this one right there, is gonna go ahead and attempt to use its Froth Breath. So, Carrick, make a dex save. Alright, cool, you pass. You take half damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that out. Go ahead and take 2 damage. I'm gonna mark it on a sheet for you. Done. This one's gonna go ahead and use its claws, so I'm gonna roll that out. That does not do anything. This is gonna fly way out over here. It's suicidal, apparently. But it wants to explode in the biggest impact. Whoa, I read it by accident. So this one's also gonna go ahead and try to use its claws, vying to look out for Strum, since he seems the lowest out of you guys. So I'm gonna roll ahead and roll. Does that pass? 13. Hi, Julie.
Do you know any cool names?
No, I don't know any cool names or anything.
You don't know?
I don't know what to do for your furry characters. Julie, I'm in the middle of running. Julie, I'm running D&D right now.
They're cats.
Julie! Chris, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So, 13 to hit. Does that hit Strum?
Yeah, he does not have good he does not have good AC.
Okay, let me... Yeah. Okay, let me roll. You take 5 damage.
Ow.
Okay. That would bring us to the next person's turn. Who is that?
That's the half orc lady. That's Grenda.
No.
Yeah, it's Grenda.
Okay.
Alright, so Grenda
I changed her name.
Grenda's
again, I'm so sorry.
Grenda's going to Grenda's going to make another attack with her battle axe. And that is 14 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 2d8, so that's 8. 13 plus 16 damage.
Oh yeah, that thing's dead. How do you want to do that?
She kind pokes it in the head with her battle axe and then kicks it away.
Brutal. Okay. Next up.
Fucking yeet.
Oh, by the way, you and
I mean-
Strum and Grenda both make dex saves.
Right, yep. That's a 16 for Strum
You are good.
and a 14 for Grenda.
You are both good. Take 1 damage each. I will mark this on for you.
Cool. Alright, 2 ice methods left. Fuckers.
My turn left. Okay, how far are the way? Okay.
I was gonna say lads, and I should have gone with lads.
Okay. My turn. I am going to. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy. Not Thaumaturgy. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at
Eldritch Blast.
the Ice Mephit horizontal to Carrick.
This one.
No, the other one. One above it.
That one. That's not
Oh
horizontal.
wait,
That's diagonal.
diagonal. That was the word I was
All right.
picking up with.
Go ahead.
Diagonal.
And,
That
roll
one.
it. Roll that.
+4.
Range spell attack.
4.
Gonna fucking murder him.
I'm gonna roll it in D&D because in Discord
yeah.
because it's nicer.
Her nickname is her name is getting progressively longer and longer, and it started out with Luscious Lips, then it was Grenda Luscious Lips, and now it's
Didn't
Grenda
hit.
Somehow,
the Roach
unfortunately,
Luscious
that
Lips.
doesn't hit. I'm sorry.
Let's see what I would have gotten.
A little
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, a crackling bolt of eldritch energy coalesces in your palms, but it veers past the ice method, striking the snow behind.
And Bridget is not good at main spells right now.
It's a nice modifier too.
You're
I
like,
just don't know why she rolls so badly.
Missing.
I don't know why. I literally have not been able to land a hit that isn't magic.
Go ahead and go to the next person. Who's that? I think that's Vincent, right?
Yeah, that's Vincent.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Good old Vince.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Just take a guess. A little,
Magic
little
missile.
guess. You know it.
I'm sorry, I made her name.
It has
longer
never-
again.
It has never failed me.
9
Wow!
damage to who?
It just failed me.
9 damage to who?
Who's the lowest?
There's one right
Uh,
now.
One horizontal to Carrick.
Shoot at them.
Okay. That one is dead. So go
Oh,
ahead. How do you want to do
miss.
this? How do you want to kill it?
Pew pew pew. Ah.
Okay, so Vincent holds his hands out in finger guns, and 4 arcs of magic
And then
missile
he
come-
like turns on his heel and blows the fake smoke off of his fingers.
Okay, he magically causes there to be smoke at the end, like fake smoke at the end of him as he blasts his magic missiles.
He uses a spell slot on it. Just to make sure there's smoke.
Alrighty, that brings us back up to the top, Carrick.
Alright,
I'm sorry, I changed the name again. I'm putting a picture of it.
kill this bitch! Fucking god! Yo!
When I'm not working on something aggressively, I just make the most weirdest names. So when I'm not actively DMing, this is what goes through my mind. Just keep that in mind. This is why I'm not a good player.
It gets longer every turn. And I think they're getting bigger every turn. Every time their name grows, they grow in power and size.
Alright, go ahead, make a ranged spell attack. That actually, no, it doesn't hit, sorry. Unfortunately, Carrick, much like the fate of Perchance's Eldritch Blast, the
Goes wide.
produced flame
This
flickers.
is why you use magic missile.
Yeah, the produced flame flickers for a moment in your palm before just getting snuffed out by the wind. Just a cold gale blows past you. The steam from the snuffed out flame passes by Strum's nose and makes him sneeze.
He takes 2 damage.
Alright, the rest of the last ice method's turn. This one is just going to make a beeline for it. Because it's like, oh no, all my friends are dead. And I am not
Do you
stupid.
all decide to pursue?
This guy's got 30 feet. Let me just. Do you want to pursue him?
I say we let him escape
Fair
in
enough.
the Christmas spirit in the middle of summer.
Alright.
Alright, then that ends our combat encounter.
I've already given one
combat.
creature nightmares for another.
Alright.
Grab everyone.
So, you take up the storytelling again, Wint, with Brenda Trochkinskovsky, the brutal rock luscious.
I'm not saying that entire fucking thing out loud. Mostly because I cannot, for the life of me, pronounce Trochenskovsky without stumbling.
I'm gonna make it worse.
Oh god. What is...
Dr. Junior the Third.
This is so much worse.
What is it now?
I'm sending a picture.
35 feet! Her name is 35 feet long!
Brenda Trochemsovsky, the
Her
brutal
name
rock,
stretches past
Persensky.
most races.
Can they be Doctor and also the Third?
I will.
Alright, so, after that, Brenda sort of just like gives one last hearty roar to intimidate the last ice method, and then turns to the rest of the party and and sort of gives an approving snort.
Good.
Sup?
Thank you. Thank you for your help. Sorry for running into that shit.
Your armor looks kind of bad for how cold it is. Do you need a scarf?
Ah.
I'm sorry. I'll mute myself. I'm gonna die laughing.
Too long. You know what else is too long?
She sort of turns to you and just shrugs like, I've lived in these woods for a long time, ever since my clan has been disbanded. I've sort of called this place my home. I have no desire to live amongst your people. I've decided to live in my own solitude, she informs you.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Strum sort of nods and bows respectfully towards her and says, thank you kindly for your help. That you didn't have, there was no need for you to extend us your generosity. And she just kind of like tilts her head at him because flowery language is not something she's used to, and just sort of like huffs and says, and she says, "You're welcome." And looking between you all, she props her axe up on her shoulder and seems to make a decision. If you need help getting the rest of the way to, where was it you were going?
Arndal.
Yes, to Darendal. I will accompany you the rest of the way.
Oh,
As,
thank you.
as much as I've put feelings towards other people to the back of my mind, some part of me cannot bear to see you go off without ensuring your safety.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
So, for the sake of like saving time, I'm gonna say that y'all make it to Darendal with her help. And after you see it, she sort of gives you a wave and then departs.
Yay!
Bye.
She was nice.
So you're all in Darendal
We
now.
love you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Granda.
So you're all
Would
in
you like a library book?
No, it's like, thank you, Dr. Granda.
So you're in Darendal now.
The brutal rock Krasinski
Uh,
luscious lips the
sweet.
third.
Are y'all wanting to wrap this up in like 40 minutes, or are you willing to go for another half hour or
I
potentially-
will. I'll go.
I
I
can
have
go.
I have nothing to do or nowhere to be. I'm
I
having
just
fun.
gotta go sleep by
I
midnight.
haven't laughed this hard in a while.
All right.
Tomorrow I have to read the fan fiction, so I'd like to have one night of peace and
Fair enough.
enjoyment.
All right. So
I do not look forward to that, but I also do. Alright, so I'll stay.
all right. So you make it to Darendal. Well done, lads.
Yay.
Ah,
All right. So
Hang on,
what's
let me-
Now
Darndor
what?
like? So the
Send the map.
atmosphere, despite
So
the
you have a
winter,
few options. You can sort of piddle around, see what there is to offer, or you can just go. You can just go straight. You can just go straight to Strum's house. Hang on. There, I am uploading feature of map, so you see, so that you see what there is.
Can someone send in Discord?
But as you walk into town, you see Strum sort of taking a deep breath as he puffs out his chest, and he sighs like a pleasant sigh. Ah, it's been a while since I've walked. It's been a while since I've walked these streets, but their familiarity brings me comfort.
This is the first time ever you've seen Vincent actually put on the hood from his
Ah,
coat.
so there's the map.
So he puts it over his face and he wants to walk around though.
All right. So he's gonna like putz around a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Strum's just gonna
it's around.
more or less
Is it-
kind of a rundown of what's going on, what goes on in the town, and what there is. I can't be fucked to think of dialogue, so I'm just gonna say that he describes more or less like what the town's like, which direction everything's in, and he lets you know that if you intend to meet up with him later, he's gonna go straight home, and that his home is like, if you see like a big plaza, it's his house. His house is like a couple blocks down the I don't know what the fuck it's called. I haven't been to a European city in a while. What the street where there happens to be a lot of trees and there happens to be a lot of greenery down that way, and it's a couple blocks
Alright.
down from the plaza when you enter it. It's in the middle of the city.
Sweet.
Alright.
So are you all just gonna kind of explore, or are you gonna go with Strum?
It's up to what y'all wanna do.
Strum's gonna go straight home.
Just gonna follow along with Strum. Jazz is just gonna follow along with Strum just because she knows that he's familiar with the place and she is not.
Right.
Vincent has some familiarity, but he also would probably get lost easily.
Carrot's
He's just
gonna go with
visited
Strum,
before.
as stated by 2 in the chat.
So I'm probably gonna go with him so I don't get lost.
All right. If we want, we can do some shopping later.
I stubbed my toe. Now that I've taken 1 damage, I'll probably die. So
You're interrupting me. Shut up! I'll kill you. My big toe hurts so much. Stop
I'm
my toe
I'm
hurts.
probably gonna animate a little bit of like a for some headcanon voices to mess around, and I might just animate over that. It'll be like super sketchy, but I'm tempted to. He's so weak. That's the one problem with playing wizards. That 1 damage taken off of his health, and now that he's at like 15, he will probably die if you like stub his toe. So he's going to follow the party.
This session brought to you by Home Depot. There's Mexicans out front that'll do it for cheaper. Oh, that's such a horrible joke. I hate myself.
That was so racist. Let's go.
I know, and I hate myself for it.
It's okay.
Ugh.
So we're following Strum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all sort of follow, like, y'all make it to, like, the plaza type area, and you see a bunch of, like, you see some minstrels sort of, like, performing in town, like, you see a food cart, you see a performer, and you see a bunch of kids of various races just sort of playing with each other. It's a very bustling plaza.
Very cute.
It is very wholesome.
Alright. So where are we dropping?
Good job, boys.
God damn it. While you're heading towards Strum's house, are you gonna make some conversation?
Wow, this feels familiar. I
Man,
almost have deja
Stephanos
vu.
was really hot. I'm sorry, what?
What was that?
What?
Red.
Don't mind
Hello?
I can,
So we can hear you.
yeah, we can hear you.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Okay, then.
Just say Strum's mom is hot.
No, I said the orc merchant character.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Understandable.
I'm drawing him right now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You'll have to send when it's over the session.
I'm still
or when you
sketching
finish.
it out. The line art, the messy line art is almost done. He's in like a big parka. I said he didn't look that great. I take it back. I'm
No,
sorry
you
for,
can't
I'm
not
sorry
draw
for
hot
bullying you,
characters.
Stephanos. I'm gonna draw you like not ugly to make up for it.
He's your type.
Bold of you to assume I
Goblin.
Alright, so.
So
Uh,
Vincent's just walking. He's like, "Wow, this is deja vu." So, because you said make conversation.
Strum
I'm
sort
fine.
of laughs and says sort of, how do you think I'm feeling? I haven't been here in many years.
I chose not to come anywhere near here, but I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine.
I have generally happy memories of this place. I only visited a little bit back with my friends. We sometimes would perform just for fun.
Aww.
It's cute.
I would not do anything though because I'm not talented in any ways, but I was really good at drawing back the curtains at the other stage we had back in our hometown. I hope to have credit for that.
Cute.
Talent is not something that one has or doesn't have. A talent is often what is a practiced skill is mistaken for talent. Skills must be nurtured. And true, some naturally gravitate towards other skills, but in any sense, do not think that you're not capable of doing something because it doesn't come as naturally to you. Any skill.
I assure you, I'm shit at playing every instrument I've ever touched. And also, I feel like it's cheating. My brother did magic tricks. I'm actually a wizard, so I feel like it's cheating just a little bit.
If it works, it's not cheating.
His worked better
are
than
so many
mine ever
things
did.
wrong with that
And he wasn't even
sentence.
a wizard. My brother wasn't even a wizard. Nor was he magic. He was a rogue.
Flashback. Actually, I guess it's a flash forward. Flash forward to when Strum's just like, I can't damage you with my rapier. You're cheating at the flesh golem. If it works, it's not cheating. Flash forward. I can't damage you with my weapons. It's cheating. Right.
Chance is just gonna sadly look through Gerard's eyes and in a gentler tone through Gerard's voice say, "One of my friends from here. My friends is from here. It's nice to see where they grew up, or at least where they lived for a long time."
Some sort of glances at her and sort of gives her a warm smile and says, "Well, we can. Do you know where they live? Perhaps we can make a stop. I'm sure they would love to see you again."
They haven't been here for years. I just know that they lived here from them talking about it when we were on our travels before the whole. She makes a vague gesture towards her head
Ah,
before that. I don't know where they are now, though, which is sad.
Maybe you'll see them again one day. If your
Maybe.
paths cross. You never know.
Right about that.
one day.
Someday.
Talking about Owen, by the way.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Do y'all want to like make any like perception checks or anything? Or are you good?
Would we need to?
You don't need to, but if you want to,
I guess I will.
I will too. I'm not even a character. I'm just gonna roll a flat d20.
okay.
We both perceive. Good job.
Thank you. My
You don't
luck-
even.
I don't
It
even have a
was.
character.
I think this was a.
You suddenly go blind.
You don't know where you are.
I don't even exist in this world. I am
Getting
the
a
world.
headache
No,
for
you.
some
Okay,
reason.
you did exist at one point, but that roll just caused you to stop existing.
Oh my
You,
god.
Like, you start getting a
We
headache.
used to have another character in this campaign, but now they're just gone. But no one remembers them.
Yeah, it's
You
been
just
been
kind of
erased
stopped
from everyone's memories, I
existing.
guess.
you've been disassociating for the past half hour, and you suddenly like sort of snap back. And you're
Back.
like, where am I?
Who am I?
Suddenly get a headache.
Is it? What is this white shit?
Vincent, nothing sticks out to you at all. You just kind of notice like general bustle. Nothing sticks out to you.
Oh, look, a bush.
Oh look, yeah. Oh look, some shrubbery.
I wonder if it's edible.
I will.
No.
Do you want to try?
As it stopped him before.
Are you actually going to try and eat some weird babies?
Weird bush.
Berries. Are you gonna eat some weird berries off of a bush?
Will he
That's
eat
just
Not a
in the-
berry. He just starts eating the leaves.
Guys, hide your
He
children
doesn't
from
eat the
him.
berry.
Saving throw?
He's gonna start eating them.
Fuck it. Constitution saving throw. You're doing this.
-1.
This is going swimmingly.
I'm gonna say that passes. As you munch on the leaves, they taste very bitter and very sour and just generally not good. And the texture in your mouth, it's gross. It's tough.
He has another.
It's
Honey.
make another Constitution saving throw.
God. You're getting used to it. You're getting used to the flavor.
Rush me.
For the flavor, but in doing so, you start to realize that your mouth's kind of tingling a little bit in a weird way, and you get the sense that this is probably not good, and I should probably stop.
No.
He has another.
I think at this point we should stop.
Wait.
Perchance is gonna.
Oh wait,
Roll
no,
a
he
zero.
succeeded. He succeeded the first time, and then he failed the last time. You got a 0. So, your face starts swelling up. You're allergic to these. Your face starts swelling up. You're allergic to these.
Neat.
Don't have
Alright,
cast
Jimmy.
cure wounds.
I wanted to say he has another, but I'm not gonna do this all night.
I'm gonna roll. Fuck it. I'm gonna roll a d4. You take 1 damage.
Cool, I can add it to my collection.
So
His tongue is numb.
his tongue is numb. His face is swollen. He feels a throbbing pain.
He's fine.
Mistakes have been made. I swear to God,
One for the road.
That's what he looks like. Oh my gosh.
At this point, Strum's just kind of looking at you like this is
This
the
dog.
first time you've ever seen him like straight up dumbfounded. As like after the face swells up and then you eat another leaf, he's just he has to like physically grab your arm and pull you away.
He
He
loves
doesn't
his
until he
dumb
gets to the
family.
last one. He doesn't get to the last one. He tries to grab it off the bush, but Strum just pulls him away.
He loves his stupid ass family.
After that, Strum's just kind of pulling you away, shaking his head in sheer like dumbfounded bewilderment, and he's just
You okay?
I'm smarter than my brother, which really says something.
I admire your tenacity, but luckily for you, my mother should have some soothing tea. That should
I gotta
help.
test them for later. Gotta see if they're poisonous. Can't be too sure. I'm allergic to this plant, but I thought I'd try it anyways.
And then try more. So,
It's an acquired taste.
after
Is the
about-
tingling sensation not normal?
It's like that one place where this lady figures out
They're talking about like how it hurts to eat oranges or whatever.
Yeah. Almost. Oh my god, it's so good.
Same energy.
So after that, after about
This-
like
The
Bye.
swelling goes down in the cold, and they continue walking.
after about 5-10 minutes, you reach presumably Strum's house, and he knocks on the door.
Who is it?
After a little bit, the door opens, and you hear a voice from inside preemptively saying, I'm telling you, I'm going to run out of baking ingredients if you keep coming back." And then, standing in the doorway is a very tall and very, very wide-set golden dragonborn with short horns on her head and a very, very soft but broad face and very, very warm, dark orange eyes. And she has sort of the same ear-like appendages that Strum has, but unlike him, they actually appear to be ears.
Oh, shit.
And as soon as she sees him, she sort of smiles and then immediately like pulls him in for a hug and says a bunch of. She says something in an unknown language, which you can probably assume is Draconic.
Mhm.
As she sort of like hugs him and holds him close and says a bunch of like seemingly sweet sounding things in Draconic.
I don't know Draconic. Damn it.
Anybody know Draconic?
I only know Elvish and Dwarvish.
All right, so all right, Carrick. All right, Carrick, you understand Draconic, and you understand that she's basically like she's calling him a bunch of sweet like pet names and sort of asking, "Oh, how it's been." Saying, "Oh, it's been so long. I've missed you so much. You should have told me you were. You should have told me or sent a letter my way that you were coming, and I would have baked you something."
Oh.
And from this, you hear her actually call him by his first name, Delmirov. So y'all are gonna be hearing that a lot when you're in this house.
Ooh.
As soon as she's done doting on him, she sort of turns to the rest of the group
Oh.
and.
Oh. Delamere.
Hello.
Yes. Good.
What's up?
You hear things like featherfoot, like things like my little featherfoot, my little tree climber, my little tree climber, my
The baby.
just a bunch of like names pertaining to things that he's done.
Aw. That's cute.
So after she's done doting on him, her gaze sort of lands on all of you, and initially she seems to regard you with a little bit of suspicion,
Sus.
but it's not hostile, just more like a who are your friends? Who who's your who are can't fucking
I
talk.
have an IQ of 3.
Is that actually how Vincent introduces himself?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's still kind of swollen from eating plants.
Actually, she
He looks
looks
like
at
the little
him.
dog.
She looks at Vincent and immediately she sort of sighs and pinches the brow of her nose and she just says, "You tried eating the bushes, didn't you?"
They look tasty.
You're right.
I'm allergic.
It's a common allergy. But
They look tasty.
she sort of gives a hump as she sort of asks Strum, like, "Who are your friends?" And Strum takes perchance by the hand and says,
Oh,
"These
sweet
are all,"
Jesus.
and says, these are my traveling companions. We've been traveling together for a few months after we met in Eastshire, and I would like to introduce you to my dear companions. This is perchance,
Waves. Hi.
and this is her little mischievous little friend Herard.
Just,
Yes, he's a pseudo dragon that speaks.
just grin as toothily. He's like, hi.
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 The lad is Vincent. I assure you, he is smarter than this shows.
I like testing out plants
Gerard laughs and criticizes.
to see if they're poisonous, I guess.
And then he
The
sort of like,
lantern also just hisses like really angrily at him. Just like, shut up.
Shut
and
up.
then he sort of holds up Carrick and says, and this little lad from and this little one from the Moor Warden is Carrick.
Carrie kind of like, let me see what he says.
How do you do?
How do you do? How do you do? Howdy.
How do you do? How do you do?
The Dragonborn woman sort of smiles and gives like a very soft and very pleasant laugh as she regards you all, seemingly committing your appearances to memory. And she says, much better now that my baby's come home, and on a special day no less. And on a special day no less.
A special day.
Hatching day. Gerard, folks.
Strum sort of nervously scratches his neck and sort of chuckles. You're not too far off, my little friend. Today was the day I was born. This is my 23rd birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
God damn. You can't revoke your drinking license.
The Dragonborn woman steps to the side and says, "Please come in. Make yourselves at home."
Oh. And walks in.
All right. So you go into the house and you see that it's not a very well decorated house, but there are trinkets here and there. And there's a fire. There is a fireplace. There's a fireplace and a stone oven. There is a kitchen space and a living room space, and there is an upstairs, but it's a very small sort of apartment house sort of deal. Think of like it's not necessarily an apartment, but think of like those houses that are in close quarters, like you'd see in a fucking hell. Right.
It's okay.
Hang on, I'm trying. Let me find a visual representation.
Your time. It's okay.
So how y'all do?
Alright.
I thought that was a slide.
15
I thought that was
Like
a
that.
slide.
But I am recording, so how long do you think this is gonna run? Because I don't really want to let this record over.
I think we can probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Let me I was supposed to be sleeping 15 minutes ago, but this should be fine.
Oh, yeah. We can probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes.
All right. Yeah.
So she invites you inside, and you can sort of tell that this isn't like a super wealthy house, but it's comfortable.
Nice.
And you see a few like dolls and toys that clearly belong to Strum.
Aw.
And you actually see actually see like a portrait that was painted of Strum and his mother when he was very tiny, sitting above the
Aw.
fireplace.
Oh,
Bride makes
his
like
baby.
hot teasing, cooing noise at it. Like, oh, how cute. So sweet.
Vincent just smiles a little bit, but doesn't tease him.
And I would like to point out that it's like pretty close to nightfall now, so immediately like his mom says like, please spend the night. I would hate for you to be out somewhere else in the cold. And as she ushers them into the kitchen and immediately heads to boil a pot of water and make some tea.
Nice.
Nice, we get to spend the night with the nightmare totem. Everyone gets
Oh no.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh
Vincent,
no!
what have you done to us?
eternal punishment. I hope y'all don't scream in your sleep.
So she sort of like invites you to sit down at the table as she prepares like a pot of tea, and Strum sits down and she sits and gives him a little kiss in the head,
Aw.
and as she sits down, she looks between all of you and she says, "I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Tyriel."
Aw.
Like
Toriel.
Toriel.
Motherfuckers. Yeah,
Goat mom.
just say it.
I
But
get
yes.
Aw.
So it's very obvious that she's not his biological mom, but she doesn't behave as though he's any different.
Aw.
Because she's a golden dragonborn and he's a bronze dragonborn. Very much not the same.
That's cool though.
That's valid.
So
But
as
yeah.
she sits you all down, she just sort of looks at you all with interest and says, "Please, tell me about your adventures. I haven't heard for so long, and of course I worry about my son, but I know he's capable, and he's dependable, he's intrepid, and I have complete faith in him. So even though I worry, I can sleep well at night knowing that he's all right, especially with company like you."
Hit the resume. Read comments.
He's very cool. We enjoy him a lot.
Aww.
Hurrah.
Canonly, Vincent is not good with words. Neither am I. It works well. Is anyone else gonna say anything, or am I just gonna say he's cool and then we end the conversation?
Carrick says, "You have a very nice home, ma'am." And then he looks over at the room and then says that Strum's a great traveling companion.
Gerard nods in agreement to the nice home, but makes a comment.
A nice home.
Snarts. Makes a comment. He snores. Not Strum snores or doesn't snore. He's gonna say he snores. In like the most like amused like snores kind of tone.
A common problem for us Dragonborn. Most of us suffer from sleep apnea.
Mm-mm.
But
No, I don't
Tyrell's
sleep. No.
Don't sleep.
That's rather concerning. Are you feeling all right? And then she sort of realizes that his face is all puffed up again, and she says, "What? I have to treat you. I'm so
good.
I'm so sorry."
I could probably treat myself.
No,
if you have the right.
she will take care of you.
Oh no.
She will take care of her son's friends.
He does not have
You're-
any complaints. He
You're
enjoys.
my guest.
being
My
pampered.
guest.
He enjoys having a loving mother for once.
Aw, that's actually really depressing.
Cool. And as she's sort of fixing him up a remedy, I drop my fucking dice.
Oh no.
As she's sort of fixing him up a remedy, she then responds to Carrick and says, "It's not much, but it's comfortable, and it's been where I've raised my son since he was until he was 15 years old.
It's
Besides,
a nice house.
Besides, he spent most of his time playing outside with the local minstrels." So as she starts fixing up as she's fixing up something for Vincent, she returns with the bowl of what seems to be a sweet smelling poultice, and a bit more fussily than perhaps is comfortable. She starts applying it to Vincent's face and says she explains that the vapors will help him feel better and will reduce the swelling.
It does sweet smelling stuff. Herod instantly like perks his head. He's like, "Oh, that smells nice."
At
So
that,
you
she
reckon
sort of
like sweet shit.
at that, she sort of like slides the bowl over to him of what's left and says, "It is edible. It won't harm you."
Want some?
At the offer, like immediately, Herod gets suspicious and just like,
You want to roll insight?
yes, I will roll insight.
Alright, cool.
Let me get my sheet. You know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna, I don't care. D20. Ah! Like, he gets playfully suspicious, like, am I sure you're not trying to poison me? That kind of tone.
She sort of chuckles a little bit and then turns to Strum and says, I can see why you get along."
It does smell good, and you hear a little bit of a scratching noise.
But she's not lying.
Okay.
There's nothing suspicious about this. It's just
Daily man would not lie to us.
it's a remedy that happens to taste good.
Nice. Her just like kind of just cleans the bowl.
You hear
As
like a sad noise, and then Vincent just whispers, "You can't taste anything. Shush."
The little spirit wants out. It's like, I want some.
He's like a cat. He's
Let me in.
you just locked him in a room.
Scratching at the door.
All right, so as
Just sitting, just
as the
making
tea
it.
as the tea is getting prepared, she sort of turns to everyone and says, "So tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourselves. How did you come to travel with my little boy?"
Should we go in order?
Sure.
Eric, me, then Vincent.
Mommy found me, Jesus Christ.
Mommy found me.
Also, I've been playing Tharsis a little more because I finally figured out his personality and what I want to do with him. So I hope you don't mind me reading a little bit more.
It's fine by us. Eric, introduce yourself.
He's just Goblin Cat. That's his personality.
How did you come to meet her little baby boy?
What was the town that we met in?
Eastshire.
Eastshire, thank you.
Yeah, Strum introduced everyone by name when they walked through the door.
Yes. Eric, introduce yourself to the lovely lady that is Strum's mother. Toriel.
Yeah.
Ariel.
I even made sure to pick a variant that specifically had fire magic.
Nice. There.
It's deja vu all over again.
Dude,
Who are you? Yes, my name's Vincent.
Yes, my name is Vincent.
hi there.
Hello there, General Kenobi. How would you come to meet them, the mother? I meant,
Yeah.
how would you come to meet Strum? Tell the mother.
Introduce yourself. Fool.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I met your son, Oneshot.
How have you come to meet your son? Asking that right out of the gate.
I met him on the day he was born.
Strum sort of laughs at Vincent a little bit nervously and says, I've known her since the day I was born. And Tyrael, I don't think she ever realized before this point that Strum never questioned that whether or not she was actually his biological mom or not. And now it's sort of like, oh, sweetie.
You're adopted.
It's
Well, she
it's more
wanted
just like
me.
it's more just like, oh, did you not realize? And Strum just sort of he looks between her and himself, and then
He's like, why didn't I put this together sooner?
yeah, pretty much. It's just like, I suppose in hindsight I should have suspected something.
Got 3 minutes left, by the way.
I know. And Tyrael just says, "Oh, I found him. I found him when he was just an egg.
Oh, baby.
So I took him in and I raised him as my own."
Doink. Egg stealer.
You're lucky he has such a good mother.
Yeah.
Like you.
Aww. And
Perchance nods along with Vincent.
at that, she sort of puts her hands on both of their shoulders, and sort of like pulls them in for like a little half hug, and just says, "You're always welcome here. You're always welcome here, dearies."
He hugs her back very tightly.
Oh. Gerard, from Perchance's shoulder when she's dragged into the hug, kind of leans away. Because he's like,
Ew.
Infection that isn't
Disgusting.
from
Get
Perchance.
your
Disgusting.
claws, get your grimy sausage fingers away.
All right.
Other than that, Perchance just accepts the hug. It's like, she doesn't really make any moves to hug back because she knows that she's cold. It's like physically cold. She doesn't want to freak her out. She's never been hugged. Oh.
Just wholesome good times.
Everyone just hugs Vincent.
He just the only time he got close to hugging anyone is like he would put his brother on his shoulder sometimes, but that's like about it.
Got it. Also, because it's midnight, I have to pack up and can get off of
We can
at least.
continue this tomorrow.
Well, I can continue this in my room. Wait, excuse me. Move into my room and tend on mobile.
Alright, I'll just sit here and chill with like the muted squad PM.
Yeah, so be right back really fast.
Sorry, my grandma wanted something. Real quick, just to wrap this up, I'm gonna say that y'all have some tea. Y'all have some lovely tea. Y'all talk some stuff. Tyrael tells you a bunch of stories about Strum when he was a little baby.
Oh, baby.
Strum is thoroughly embarrassed.
Did she bring out the picture book?
Yes.
Yeah, the naked baby pictures.
She does indeed bring out the baby pictures.
Gerard, just idly makes fun of him the whole time. It's like, oh my god.
Make fun
like,
of
ew, I hate children.
Strum's just having a good time being like, "Aw, I remember this." And then after all that, she said she she makes you dinner and then sends you off to bed.
Perchance doesn't eat. Just and Gerard quickly explains that she's not good. She's very picky. She has a very specific diet that she eats.
Ah. So yeah, she sends you all off to bed. It's a small cramped house, so Strum's bedroom is upstairs. Y'all
Like in the living room.
so y'all you,
Dance and
like,
Strum share a bed.
Oh. It's only one bed.
oh no, there's two of us and only one bed.
There's 5 of us and only one bed.
I mean, if y'all all want to hunker down in Strum's bedroom.
Just sleep on the floor.
To be fair, there's like 3 full-sized people, so like 2 people can sleep in the bed and 1 person can sleep on the floor, and then 2 pseudo dragons.
They're
So
like
y'all could
curled up at their
fit.
feet like cats. Curled up at their
Wait,
feet like cats.
if Vincent sleeps in the same room as them, does that mean they all get kept up by horrible nightmares?
Oh no.
Vincent doesn't sleep, but they probably do, so.
Oh my god. What
So
have you
does
done
he just
to
kind of
us?
sit creepily in the living room then?
What have you done to
front of
us, Vincent? Bastard. What have you done to us, you bastard?
He's doomed you all.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
nightmares.
Yeah, but for the sake of wrapping this up, I'm gonna say that like y'all have some palling around, good times,
And
and
no
y'all
one knows where it came from either, I should say. We're just all objectively horrified at the same time for no reason.
and then y'all just kind of hang out in Strum's room for a little bit
We trade Pokemon cards.
before y'all go to bed. She's probably and Tyrael lets you know that she's probably gonna make a bigger deal out of his birthday tomorrow morning, so she insists you stay for another day before you
Aw.
head out.
Gotcha. Sweet.
And also, if y'all want to get him birthday presents.
Yeah.
I give him the nightmare totem.
Gerard's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and make like a little necklace out of the 4 wolf teeth that he has and the unknown animal tooth that he got from the thing, and make a little necklace out of it to give to Strum.
Alright. I'm gonna wrap this up for right now. If y'all want
He gives them a
if y'all
feather.
want like a fun like hour-long sort of short session sequel to this, feel free to hit me up. But
Yeah,
this
this
was
was
gonna
a lot of fun.
yeah.
Should
I've never DM'd before, but this was fun.
awesome.
Yeah. I'm keeping the nightmare totem, by the way. He gets a feather.
God. Alright.
Nice.
But yeah, this is where I'm
From
gonna
a
end session. If y'all
bird's
want like a
corpse.
sequel, like a sequel to this for like next day, not Christmas, birthday shopping and whatnot, like hit me up. It's probably not going to be as long.
Awesome.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to say that's the end of session. That's where we wrap up.
Alright.
Clappa, clappa.
Alright, cool.
Pause. Alrighty. Gotta wrap up really fast, but I'll still be up.
Good night. I'll be lurking.
Alright, night.
Good night.